Hello.
Hi.
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 That's so fast.
Yeah, it's efficient.
Boo, boo, efficiency, boo.
What's up? It's Last One's In. I'm E, up on the top of the totem pole. Jiraiya's on the bottom.
That's me.
That's Jiraiya. And then Robbie's in the middle. It's a whole sandwich.
I'm sitting bitch.
I feel
That-
like E, and
What?
correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you put me on the bottom out of spite.
I put you on the bottom because that's where I always put you. And I can't put me on the bottom because that doesn't work.
It doesn't work as well now.
So
It works as well as we want it to work.
It's just I feel like you know my affinity for the center of the screen. So
you do that. You know,
I do.
maybe history will prove you right. Maybe 10 years from now, that's the meta. Is you put you in the middle and then you put the Subway Surfer ad under you.
yeah, of course you have to have Subway Surfer, and then
Yeah,
a Family
yeah.
Guy clip right in the corner of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
How else are you gonna watch?
And then a
the video?
TikTok clip right next to that one.
yeah. Well, we could source that from Robbie. But anyways,
Also, hi, Spoon.
oh yeah, it is time for the Metroidvania. Also, I just realized this is 4x3, so I could actually crop this even more. Whoa.
Yeah,
You
can.
could. Surprised you
yeah.
didn't.
This is the Metroidvania-ist of Vanias. This is the Castlevania that made the genre be Metroidvania instead of just like a Metroid-like.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say, even them calling it Metroidvania, they should just call them Symphony of the Night likes, basically, because that's what 90% of them use as the basis.
But that
I'm
doesn't
gonna
tell you
say.
anything about the
What about the
Metroid aspect.
Yeah, what about the 10% that's Metroid?
I'm gonna say, I don't think the Metroid aspect is a thing because I think a lot of them play very differently from each other.
The Metroid aspect, I think, involves the backtracking portion of the whole thing.
Is there no backtracking
Yeah.
in this game?
No, there's lots of backtracking. That's the Metroid part.
Well, then it could. Then that's what I'm saying. It could still just be Symphony of the Night then.
But it was based off of Metroid first. I feel like you're not giving Metroid enough credit here, E.
I'll give it credit for being a good video game.
Yeah, that is a good video game. Anyway, you'll notice that we're all at our own homes on this Saturday,
Yeah.
and that I haven't been around, and that there was no podcast on Thursday. Sickness sure does happen.
Especially with Jiraiya.
It really does. When sickness hits me, it hits me real hard. And then my Liz, my significant other, is sick right now, so nobody to come over and do the stream here. So that's why we're all home.
I knocked on Jiraiya's door and he sprayed me with Lysol.
Oh man, they have Lysol now. It doesn't even have aerosol in it. It's very nice.
What?
Yeah.
That makes it feel less Lysol-y like, though.
I'm gonna complain.
Lysol-y
This
is
is only
definitely a
barely
word.
related. They like changed how cooking spray works, and it's garbage now. It doesn't like spray.
Was ever good.
It does not like tasting.
Oh.
Oh yeah, wait, what shit? I'm still like thinking of how to like format this with chat and everything. I don't know. It could be
Just
there.
make
That's
us
fine.
bigger.
Yeah.
That's not
Also, hi, Sam.
the issue in the slightest.
Oh, what's the issue?
Where chat would go.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Considering how you have it formatted right now, I feel like right above the link tree.
Well, then so the issue is, I can't like go in and like make it like a different shape. Like I can't make it a square. I can only move it basically. So yeah, I'll make everything. I'll make you guys bigger so I can have the game in the center. Not me. I get to stay.
I mean,
the same
whatever
size. All right, here we go.
All right. So how many Castlevanias have you played, E?
I played 1, 3, one of the Game Boy Advance ones, I think that's it.
Possibly another one.
Okay.
Die, monster. You don't belong in
I've seen this stupid thing so many times.
Not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who
Humans.
Says it like Invader Zim.
Yeah.
Tribute. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Also, how is that the sprite of, like, how is that Richard? That looks nothing like the sprite.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Man,
I don't know. It's basically the same.
He doesn't even have long hair in the sprite.
a miserable little
Fire.
pile of
Not even a bandana.
But enough talk.
Picture.
Here we go.
The funny thing about this, well, one thing I find funny about
Oops.
this at least was back in like the PlayStation era or like this era of video games. It was companies did a really bad job of like crediting people the way that they're supposed to. So nobody actually knew like who voiced who for a lot of these things. Turns out the guy who voices Dracula for Symphony of the Night is the same guy who plays Harry Mason for the original Silent Hill.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I've yet to figure out how the items work. It's
You're using them, man. You have the one.
Button mash.
not many buttons to mesh.
Oh, you have to win this fight, by the way. So.
All right, here we go.
See, he's figuring it out.
Sam asks, was there a 3D Castlevania on the N64?
Yeah, it was
There
bad.
There was 2 of them.
Yeah.
You know
They
what
were
else
really-
there is that we need to play? A Castlevania fighting game for the Wii.
Oh no. That sounds like a Monday thing to me. Or
Also,
random
apparently
finals
I'm
whenever that
exciting. I don't know
happens.
how,
Yeah.
but apparently I am.
Just you're not on stream as much.
That's
You're really
fair.
not.
It doesn't help that I actually am like the vampire of the stream for you guys, so I'm not around quite as often.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely a 3D Castlevania for the N64. Came out at the same exact time that this one came out.
Oh
And-
no.
Yeah, and so it got completely overshadowed. So like, it's not quite as bad as people say that it is. It's just compared to this game, it's not good.
I don't
Also,
know. Like N64 games have like a maximum goodness they can really be.
And well, that was the
Yeah.
thing is because it was on N64 means that, and it was 3D, and it was for the most part open world. And bye, Sam. See you later.
Yeah.
Like it can only be so good, especially when it's open world and like you can't move quickly in an N64 game. And
No.
for a Castlevania game, you kind of need to move quickly. And so it didn't really feel like an N64 game. A lot of people, like, one of the biggest defenses that I've heard of the N64 version of Castlevania is it's almost like the precursor to Dark Souls because of like how you have to time things on it.
I feel like Kingsfield's the precursor to Dark Souls.
It
it's probably
is, but,
around
like-
the same time.
Well, the way that the original N64 version of Castlevania plays compared to like how Dark Souls plays was the guy's argument. But Kingsfield also being a From Software game also is part of that argument.
But also, that game played so poorly before I was young when I
Wow.
played the Castlevania 64.
Maria.
It was before I
Turtle.
realized that games could just be bad. So I was like, man, I'm so bad at this game. How am I so bad? I gotta keep playing it. So I ran into that game probably a dozen times trying to beat that game because I was like, I'm so bad at this. I just gotta get better. And I got real good at a terrible video game.
Right? Was this
It
the
wasn't
start of
until-
your sunk cost fallacy issues?
I mean, it was.
it might have
probably
been.
around that time, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I was gonna say was I know that with that game because like we complained about it a lot because like the way that we always saw it is like if you can do damage to a character, you can beat them. Was the way that we thought about things. There's a hedge maze in that game, and while you're in that hedge maze, you are being chased by a Frankenstein that has a chainsaw for an arm, and we kept on thinking like if you can do damage to him, so he has to be beatable. And then Dry like came to me one day. He's like, "Yeah, you can't beat him." It's like, "What do you mean you can't beat him? Like you can do damage, you can beat him." He's like, "No, you cannot beat him." And like he's like, "I dumped all of my resources. Like I guess he grinded to get holy water and all these other things, and like just dumped all of them on top of him while he was laying down. And he just got back up and restarted his chainsaw and kept chasing him again.
Yep.
Richard killed Dracula. However, it only lasted 4 years. Maria Renner.
No idea where to begin to search. Maria Renner sent out to look for him. It was
Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula.
Which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialize out of the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces are struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard, or the very same Alucard who had been teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle the immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Vampire. Yeah, Tepes Vampire, or Dracula? Bah. Alucard, in order to purge a world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers to enter what was supposed to be an eternal slumber. But now he is awakened and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has once again come for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who shall emerge victorious. Dun, dun,
Will be
dun.
me.
No
Or
man
will
can
it?
say.
No man did. Or I'm a goat.
That's true.
It's like it's Castlevania.
What?
Look how big that moon is.
This is the first Castlevania, I guess. There's no subtitle.
It's weird that it doesn't subtitle it.
There it is.
Oh.
Crunchy. Ryan's
The
favorite
tiniest-
era.
The tiniest, crunchiest text imaginable.
Well, to be fair, the actual game looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The game looks fine, yeah. Look how fast you are, though.
John Alucard himself.
Every time that I hear the name Alucard, I think of a really dumb joke from Scrubs. It's like JD's been like writing this screenplay. Don't try to speedrun it, E. Stop it.
It goes faster. Look how slow this walk is. No,
Anyway, JD, the main character of Scrubs, has been writing the screenplay. He's been writing it for like 6 seasons. And he finally reveals what it is, and it's called Dr. Acula. And like he's like, and the big reveal at the end of it, after he saved everybody's lives, is in the credits. The Doctor and the Acula merge together, and you finally get to see Dr. Acula's real identity.
level up.
It's real dumb.
I think you totally could do that if you just have everyone say it with a terrible accent. Akula.
Dr. Akula.
All right, you're in the video game now.
Yeah. Doing his speedrun strat.
It goes so much faster than walking.
Shun says Moonwalking Vampire Hunter. $100.
Do you think? I mean, obviously, kids would probably. Oh, it's death.
First boss battle.
Alucard,
Hi.
what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret
It's like it's worse than my mic.
Are you saying that in 1996, I think is when
Oh,
this game was
shit.
made, they had worse microphones than we do right now?
Maybe.
Definitely they did. Even in the studio, they absolutely did.
Yeah.
Voice acting wasn't like a real thing for video games at the time, so they didn't give a shit.
That's also why I see such bad voice acting in a lot of games.
Oh shit! I'm just punching now.
Yeah, now you're garbage. How's that feel? How's that feel to be garbagey?
Block this overhead. Oh. Okay. He's a little stronger.
And now you're a little stronger.
Now I'm back.
I wouldn't say you're back.
Back, baby. This is gonna be a lot of the stream, I think.
Probably.
It's a pretty long game, so.
No, that's speedrun strat.
E20. Yeah, I'm saving us like 2 hours. That's what you get when you plug your speaker into the microphone jack. Is that a save or just like a heal?
Save and a heal.
Okay.
Yeah, I still, since we're speaking of like Castlevania games that E has played, I still think one of my favorite ones, even though it's a non-canonical Castlevania games, is probably still Lord of Shadows.
Good, yeah.
What
It's
is
real
that?
good.
It was on the PS3/360. I guess it was
And
on
PC.
PC also. That's not a real thing, though.
Not like
I thought
we're
the
all
game
on a
just
PC
broke
right
for
now.
a second.
Not that PCs are a real thing, and then E's PC goes, what?
No, that's my PlayStation.
Oh yeah, totally on the PlayStation.
There are
Okay,
PC
this sword
ports of
is
this.
sword is terrible. They're not. I looked it
They're
up because
not?
I would have just
No,
used
it's PS1, and then you can get it on the PSN store for a PS3. Because that's
I
how I
will-
have this game.
You know what it was? You know what it was ported to? The PSP.
That too.
Oh! Actually, that'd be a really great game to play
Yeah.
on PSP.
Oh.
Ha!
Oh, that was a fence.
It's a very spiky fence.
Hide Curus. Oh, okay, that number's the health. Okay.
Level up. Land on spikes.
Oh, what was that?
A float?
I don't know how I activated it.
Oh, cool. So, you guys know what video game's real good?
Cubivore.
I actually do enjoy Cubivore quite a bit.
Cubivore's fun.
Yeah,
Cubivore
it's a
is
fun
fun.
game. Too bad it costs like $3,000 to get one or get a copy of it.
Yeah. But no, Alan Wake 2, I beat that yesterday.
I've heard really good things about it so far.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. You need to do one of two things, though. You need to either play the first game and then all of the DLC, and then also Control, or just read or watch a video of like the story that you need to know. Because there's a lot of Alan Wake 1 characters that are important, and Control characters.
Well, I know that Control is like a part of it, but I watched like a short stream of it whenever it first came out, because I guess another person who was like had been waiting for that game since the first one came out was Moist Critical.
He's
not a real
probably
person.
lying. Dry is
didn't
the
buy
only
that
person
game.
who played that.
Took 13 years for them to hit 1 million purchases on that game, Robbie. Anybody who says they played it is a fucking liar.
I mean, I played it.
Liar.
You made
play-
me play that game.
Yeah.
So that only counts as Dry playing it.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, so that's still only one sale, and 3 people played it on that one sale.
Also, to be fair, I did buy the PC port of that game.
The remaster or just the PC port?
PC port.
The regular PC port's kind of garbage.
A little bit, yeah, but I'd still technically have it.
The remaster's real good, though.
Oh, I died.
Hey, you died.
Yeah, I thought about getting it because, like,
I turned the
I actually
cubes.
did start. I did start for a little while replaying the first one, so that way I could like get caught up on Alan Wake lore. Because the last time that I did play it was on the 360 at your place.
Oh,
Rockies, actually.
It's,
Is that Rockies?
it's one of these games.
Yeah,
It
man, you had to
boots-
get to a save point.
It boots
PS1.
you all the way. Wait. Okay, for a second I thought I actually
Yeah,
didn't
Doc
have
knows
a
the place.
save.
He's
I
saying
just-
at the E entrance.
Listen, there's things we've added to video games in the past decade. One was you just go back to the save place when you die. There's no reason to go to the main menu.
What
I
if you
still
get
wish.
annoyed and you don't want to play?
Then you press start and quit the video game.
That doesn't make any sense.
Also, Safoon's asking, did you meet the mayor?
I did meet the mayor, and I don't want to spoil it, but it was great. It was a really good moment.
Yeah, I have seen a couple of the callbacks. So, like, I like that Sam Blake was did like the body work for the other. What's his name? Alex Casey. Yeah, as like that whole Max Payne callback.
Yeah, and voiced by the same guy that voices Max Payne.
Right. Who has kind of just been in every single Remedy game.
Yeah, absolutely. But Alex Casey is as Max Payne as you can get without them.
Without
Getting
just saying
sued.
Max Payne.
Yeah.
This is our new character, Ultra Hurt.
Honestly, yes. It is like right there to that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like he keeps on like saying stuff too that like is just straight up stuff from Max Payne from what I saw.
yeah, there's
or,
tons
like,
and
Max
tons
Payne
of Max
adjacent.
Payne references.
Yeah.
Tons of them. It's great. Oh man, Alan Wake 2 is so good. It took me 30 hours. I also
wow.
realized that I am
Man, that's one of the
two-
shortest games you've played this year then.
kind of. I also realized that I'm 3 trophies away from the platinum on that accidentally because I spent so much time doing everything in there. And I didn't save right before the don't go any further point. And I'm like 2 hours before that. So if I want the platinum, I have to go to 2 hours before the do not go any further point so I can go and do all the things I didn't do. 'Cause it's a pseudo open world, so.
Actually sounds similar to the Cat Lady game for me, just because whenever I went back and like looked at it, I got the neutral ending of that game, and if I wanted to get the good ending of the game, I had to make a different choice at like the very beginning of that game. So I have to just replay the whole freaking game if I want to actually see what the good ending is on that.
Press uppy.
It doesn't work.
Oh. Make it work.
I'm trying.
It's like there's something blocking it.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Get over
So you
here,
have- yeah.
bones. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
That's one way to make a timed thing.
Or wait. I don't got it.
I got it. I don't got it. I
I'll
don't know what to
figure it
do.
out later.
He
Hey,
just walked
save.
back and forth there.
So, Symphon. I'll be honest, I did not process that high curler ass was armor. I just thought it was a made up thing. Was saying as an outsider, the game's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, she watched me play roughly the last 6 hours of it, and some it's in between there. Man, it's so good. It is the most artistic AAA game that I've ever played, quite easily.
Yeah, one thing that they're saying is that it could it's quite possibly one of the best looking games made so far.
It's very good looking.
Yeah.
Even on PS5, which I can't use all of like the path
Graphics.
tracing for
Right.
the lighting and stuff like that. Even the lighting stuff they have in there for ray tracing is still really fucking good.
Yeah, it's one thing that I found out too, because since I upgraded my graphics card and got back into Cyberpunk with the 2.0 patch,
Right.
path tracing looks really, really good in that game.
Yeah.
Man, is it taxing on your computer.
Yeah, it is.
But they're saying it's even more so with Alan Wake 2, because I remember seeing whenever they were like looking it up, or whenever they were trying like different setups for it, with like top of the line computer, like with the RTX 4090 and like the best Intel CPU that you can get, and so on and so forth. The highest that they got with like all max settings at 4K with like path tracing and turned on and everything, I guess they maxed out at like 33 frames a second on what was
Yeah.
essentially like a $5,000 computer.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The game is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
On PS5, there is a performance and a quality setting. The quality setting basically turns down the performance setting, I mean, basically turns down the resolution
Right.
and some of the foliage, and that's it. But like all the ray tracing stuff is still fully intact in it.
Just less things for them to ray trace since there's less
Exactly.
foliage.
Yeah. But in quality mode, the game basically runs at a solid 30, except for here and there. And it is gorgeous. God, the game is gorgeous. And lighting is the name of the game for Alan Wake, obviously. So
Right. Considering like the whole idea of Alan Wake is fighting the darkness and so on and so forth.
it's the way that I've seen it described online, and it's very accurate, is like this is the A24 film of video games. You fell, E.
I fell.
He fell real far. Luckily, there's no fall damage. But no, I could see that though, especially with like the way that Remedy likes to do their storytelling.
Yeah, it doesn't pull punches, like it goes for everything, And if you don't get it, you don't get it. That's on you. It's really good. I actually plan on Monday to go back and get that platinum, and then patiently wait for the 2 DLCs.
That's fair.
I
think
you're
one of the-
planning a trip to Finland.
No, just Liz is.
Oh.
Yeah, I think for me, probably one of the biggest things, like, I don't know what it's like for pricing wise for PS5, but one thing that I was actually pretty happy to see about it was, like, day one of that game coming out was, it was only $50 to buy it, and if you wanted to buy both the DLCs, then it went up to $70, which is like, what most AAA games are being priced, period, right now.
Yeah, they did that because they said they wanted to keep the price down to 50.
But they could sell more than 10 units.
Well, yeah, that too. But also, they didn't have a physical version. So, like, if we don't have a physical version, then we can actually just cut the cost of this game quite a bit.
Right. Because that's actually one of the main arguments right now with the whole thing on the whole Epic versus the rest of the game industry right now was that places like Steam and GOG and Ubisoft Launcher and so on and so forth. I can't remember what Ubisoft calls their thing now. And EA's thing, like, they still charge like a 30% fee to put games on there. So, like, if you buy a game for $60, they take 30% of that still.
Yeah.
But they're saying the reason why is because that's always just been the price for whenever you sell video games. But the thing is before there was online, there was an online marketplace like Steam. They had to pay for making a disc and making the case and making the artwork for the case and getting that printed out and then shipping it and storing it and all this other stuff. And that's why it was 30%. So that way they wouldn't have to eat up all that cost to, like, send shit out to Walmart and to store all the copies of those games, which you no longer have to deal with when it comes to digital copies.
Yeah, it's very true. You did it, E.
I did.
Better find a save point.
Nope. This is a no save run starting now.
Okay, let's.
Also,
see
Liz
it.
is saying that he was almost on board to going to Finland.
Finland sounds cool, honestly.
I wouldn't mind
What's
going
in
to Finland.
Finland? Name a thing in Finland.
Grass.
Lots of grass.
I don't know if you're right.
Also, Finnish people.
Fish.
Lots of fish. Zafun says
I'm
nice
trying-
people. Yeah, actually, you're
Yeah.
probably pretty accurate there.
Clogs. There's lots of clogs. Those wooden shoes.
Mountains.
Yeah, lots of mountains. Like, arguably better mountains than what we have around here.
Whoa, let's not get...
Arguably.
Let's not get crazy.
Interesting. Gods of Asgard? Like, there's so many things.
Oh man, there is a musical segment in Alan Wake 2. I'm not going to spoil it, but it might rival the musical segment in Control.
What about in Rayman
I mean, that makes sense. They always
Legends?
outdo themselves whenever it comes to, like, the musical segment of Remedy games.
I like it more than the Origins thing, but it's I think there's a lot of fanboy stuff that goes into that.
For the Origin thing?
He
Rayman.
said, "Is it better than musical segments from Rayman Origins?"
Oh, okay.
And I would argue yes, but oh man, it's so good.
Actually, speaking of Rayman, Mario Wonder is like the closest I've gotten to feeling like I'm playing the Rayman game again.
Oh, it's almost the best platformer then?
It's up there. I need to, like, get out of, like, oh hey, look, a cool collectible.
Yeah.
Ooh, look, a shiny thing.
Yeah, you're not just playing a side scroller, man. There's all kinds of. You're supposed to be remembering a map right now.
No way. There's no maps in this game.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's my bad.
This is Castlevania. I just gotta keep going until I hit the next level.
Yep, that's definitely how it works.
I didn't say that. It probably would be crazy going from, like, the classic Castlevanias to this, basically. Because
Very
that's
much
ba-
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arguably crazier to go to the 3D game, but with this one you get a good game.
Yeah. Unless you play the 360 PS3 one.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lord of Shadows is, like, definitively the best 3D Castlevania game ever.
Basically,
That
it's God of War,
saying
but that's
much?
great. I never
Yeah, Dry
played
is
the
right. It is
second
basically God of War, but with more vampires, I should say.
one. Yeah. I didn't play the second one, Robbie. Did you ever play the second one?
The sad thing is I have the second one. I haven't played it yet.
It's not. Or wait,
'Cause,
just
like,
the second
I-
Castlevania, or
No, the second Lord of Shadow games. Because they made Lord of Shadows, and then they made like a weird in-between game that's a 2D side-scroller like this. And then they made Lord of Shadows 2, which isn't as well praised as the first one was.
also, I'm gonna say I didn't actually know this character was named Maria. I was just saying that because she looks like the Sonic character.
Or does a Sonic character look like her? Ooh.
I don't know which
I
came out
actually couldn't
first,
tell.
Sonic Adventure
Yeah, I
2 or
honestly couldn't
this.
tell.
Someone should look
This
that
came
up.
out first.
When was the Dreamcast? The Dreamcast was like late 90s.
Dreamcast was early 2000s, man. It was like 2000 to 2003.
What was this? PlayStation 95 something?
96, I think.
So the original Sonic Adventure came out in December 23rd of 1998.
Okay, yeah, this
And-
was much first.
What was the official release date of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Robbie?
Looking it up right now. 1997. So this came out a year before.
Wow.
Okay.
No plagiarism.
No plagiarism. And this still looks better than those.
I can't, like, those games do look like Dookie, so I can't, like... That's
will
one
say,
of the few things that I would argue the GameCube or the Dreamcast looks better than all the ports after it. Like,
Yeah.
they kind of fucked up the textures in the newer ones.
Yeah.
But I
yeah,
was
you're
gonna say,
right.
I remember whenever we were kids and the Dreamcast first came out, and your family rented a Dreamcast with Sonic Adventures just to try it out.
Yeah.
And we were all in awe over like how good the graphics looked because like we had never seen anything quite like that before.
Yeah, but
Probably
they also
still never
didn't
have.
give you. Yeah, they also didn't give you like a memory card with it.
No,
So you rent it for 3 days, and we just kept it on for 3 days so we wouldn't lose our progress in Sonic Adventure.
That's fair.
so electricity
it
bill
ended
was
up
high.
freezing. Yeah, it was, and the game ended up freezing after we had beaten it and unlocked a bunch of different characters and stuff.
Aw.
So it was sad times at Ridgemont High.
That's why you don't like Sonic, isn't it?
I actually don't like Sonic because of, was it Sonic Origins?
Sonic 06.
Or
Sonic Mania?
the one where you play as adult Sonic and then baby Sonic.
Sonic Generations.
That's why I don't like Sonic. That game doesn't play well.
And there's a lot of later on Sonic games that don't
There's
play
a
well.
fucking eyeball in there.
There is.
Yeah, where you
Also,
keep
I've
your
got-
giant eyeballs.
I'm gonna say, Robbie, Generations is noted as like the best of the new Sonic games. So Dry is very alone in his opinion.
Yeah, so I played
Probably.
it with the expectation of like this is gonna be a good video game, and I just got Sonic still. So
But yeah, like what's considered to be some of the worst Sonic games is like Sonic 06 or
yeah,
Rise of
Oh, was it-
Boom, Unleashed, half of it is
Yeah,
pretty
Unleashed.
bad.
I
Colors
heard
is
like, the
very
werewolf
boring.
sections.
Yeah, no one likes the werewolf sections. Everyone says like when you're playing as actual Sonic, it's a fun video game, but then you have to play Devil May Cry half the time.
so half the parts where the wolf is the good part then.
No, the wolf is the bad. So for you, it's all bad because it's bad
Yeah,
Devil
yeah.
May Cry.
Oh, so
It's Devil May Cry
two.
1, maybe 2. I don't know.
Devil May Cry 2,
It-
1 is very
Yeah,
good,
one was
actually.
good. Two was the one where they tried making it more serious and everybody hated it. And then three is where they went back to the drawing board and like, okay, we'll do more. We'll make it more like the first Devil May
And
Cry game.
then Jiraiya's the only human who likes the remake.
DMC Devil May Cry is the best Devil May Cry. Fight me.
Many people will.
I need to. I was gonna say I need to play Devil May Cry games before I can actually give like a more substantial take
What
on
the
that.
fuck is this?
You're in stone. You got hit by stone. What do you want?
That's crazy. I will say,
do
Jiraiya,
some
I
point.
think D has only played DMC Devil May Cry, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I mean that's the way you have to call it. Otherwise, it's called Devil May Cry, and it's confusing. So
Yeah, it's also why they say like Sonic 06.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah,
just called
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
yeah. But
But it came
DMC
out in
Devil May
2006.
Cry is super fast and fun, and like you can combo really well in it, and it doesn't take like having a fucking master's degree to play the combat. Whereas I think
Arguably,
most,
it's what people like about it, though.
right, I don't like that part. I want to play a fun video game. I don't want to play a fighting game masked as a video game.
I like the casual implication fighting games aren't video games.
Yeah, thank you.
When's the last time I saved? Jeez.
It's been a
It's
while.
been a
and
while.
You have 15 health now.
Luckily, you have infinite axes.
That is
No, he doesn't.
incorrect.
Axes
Yeah.
take up actually a lot of hearts.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I was
Get
gonna say
Get back.
the only Devil May Cry game that I played because I bought the HD collection for PS3, and I've played the first Devil May Cry, and like was like, oh, this is kind of fun. I think I'll get back to it later, and
Rodney,
then never got
run.
back to it.
It can be.
Oh.
Damn it. It reflected right as I, like,
Yeah.
jumped over it, damn it. Yeah, it's Castlevania rules, so just weapons use hearts.
Yeah.
I had to figure out how to do it. Despite PlayStation having 27 more buttons than an NES controller, they still make it up plus whip. Or sword, or whatever you want to call it. I don't...
Also, you apparently saved before the bossy.
Okay, I get to refight I saved at the eyeball, I guess.
Yep.
Whatever that means.
We're about to find out what that means.
Remember after the boss order, I was like, you should save, and you said, nah.
Well, I didn't find a save point. Oh boy, yep, I'm here.
It's not about finding a save point, E. It's you go back to a save point. That's the kind of video game this is.
Is there a map? There it is. Okay,
There
I'll
it
find it.
is.
Okay. Sure, this time we'll do that then.
Not that you had
Gonna
difficulty
Michael
with
Jackson your way
boss,
into
but
this boss
still.
battle.
So 90s with the guitar.
I'd
I feel
say
like I
it's
need to
still
be
not as
shooting
bad as the early
CDs at
2000s.
eyeballs right now. Anybody get that reference at all? No.
I didn't hear it. Something about eyeballs.
Oh. I feel like I should be shooting CDs at eyeballs right now.
Nope, I don't get it.
It's a There's a
Say-
light gun game based off of what's it called? What are the names? Not Van Halen, the other ones.
ACDC.
Oh, right. I remember that game now.
Not AC/DC.
Not in the slightest, no.
The really
it's
shitty
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith, yeah.
That's really shitty. Just,
Yeah, like it's a rail shooter game that we played on the Super Nintendo. Wherever aliens take over and Aerosmith helps you defeat the aliens.
well,
With,
actually,
real gun.
Yeah, like actually not Van Halen. Fuck, actually Aerosmith. Like they got all the. I don't know if they got all of the members of it, but they at least got the lead singer.
what are the
They
members
got
like?
everybody.
Who is it? Like
they got everyone?
Slash.
Nope.
Nope, that is the wrong band.
Tom Hardy.
Nope.
Tom Hardy, what?
Tom Hardy's not even a musician.
He's an actor.
Fred Durst.
Well, close.
Also wrong band.
Closer, actually.
No.
Young
I
Michael
feel-
Jackson.
I feel like Guns N' Roses is closer to Aerosmith than Limp Bizkit is.
I don't know.
Just a personal
Robbie.
opinion.
When's the last time you've listened to Limp Bizkit?
Somewhat recently, actually. I think
It's been
in
a while.
I think in like 2022 they actually came out with the new album, and I decided to listen to it for why not.
Did they bring back the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water?
No, but it's the same style of music though.
Why even bother?
Why
That's
even bother
right.
for what? Oh, the fighting people thing?
No, if they're not gonna bring back the chocolate starfish and the
Oh.
hot dog flavored water. The Nookie,
because-
yeah. Did they do it all for the Nookie?
They might have.
I think
So,
they're
no,
too
Fred,
old.
Fred
to
Durst
Nookie
is
now.
yeah. Like if you look at a picture of what Fred Durst looks like now, he does very much look like just some old dude. So like maybe
How
this
old
is
is
his
he?
way of like trying to like bring back his style. But like the funny thing is the name of the album is called Still Sucks.
Yeah.
So
least
Limp
that's
Bizkit still
accurate.
sucks.
Let's see.
Hey, Dry, there was a save point right here. I just went over it.
Oh, you just didn't save, huh?
I just didn't happen. I just happened to not go through the door.
Oh, good. Fred Durst is 53 years old.
Actually, younger
I think
than
he's
I would expect.
completely gray.
He looks older than 53.
He does. He looks way older than 53.
He probably did a lot of drugs.
Yeah,
I would
drugs
not
have
doubt
been
it.
kind to this man. Well, that's what you get, kids. If you're gonna do it all for the nookie, then you're also gonna look 90 when you're 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, him and Bam Margera is also looking pretty rough
Oh.
too, but apparently alcoholism just hit that guy fucking like a brick wall.
Every single video I see of Bam Margera, I get sad.
Yeah, like it's not even just funny to make fun of him now, it's just sad.
Yeah.
It's like back whenever he was still like on top of the world, like you can make fun of him and like who cares? Like he does whatever the fuck he wants. And now it feels like you're just punching down.
Yeah, it really does. He like posted a video recently of him like begging his wife to let him see his daughter, but like a video on social media, not even like to a lawyer, just him like, oh, it was sad.
There was another guy that happened to also. I'm trying to Tyrese something is his name. He's on the Fast and the Furious movies.
Tyrese Gibson?
Yeah, Tyrese Gibson also did a similar video. Which the sad thing is the internet just like made fun of him relentlessly because of that.
Tyrese Gibson, I think I would have more sympathy for. But when it's Bam Margera and he's covered in these dumb fucking tattoos from when he was 19, and then like in the video before that, plugging that he made 50 shirts at one skate shop called like fucking Pizza Coochie or something like that. Like, it's just like, come on, man. You gotta at some point realize your age.
And I hate to say it's something that we said whenever we were in high school, but is kind of an actual thing. And gets sadder the older that you get. Is that growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional.
Yeah,
And
but you should
look
grow
at-
up.
There's
You
definitely kinds
should.
of
Not
growing
everybody's
up.
going
I don't
to,
know.
but
Like I would
I
say
don't know.
my dad's pretty immature, but like in a different way, I guess.
Yeah, he's
well, no, we
still
get that too
grown
because
up,
like
though.
our grandpa
Is
was a very
he?
immature person too.
I mean, he
No.
does grown-up things sometimes.
Just
Like
definitely not in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, gambling, sadly enough, is a grown-up thing. It's not a good thing, but it is a grown-up thing.
That's not true, or Ravi. It's in like half the video games they advertise to kids.
Listen, if I were to end up having a demon fetus that was walking around shaped after me and Liz, there are very few people that I
What?
would trust in this world more than your father to
Oh.
take care of it.
Okay, like literally a demon fetus. I didn't know
Yeah,
what this
yeah,
was
I
like
had. Yeah, I was thinking an actual demon fetus too for a second. I was like, "What? Where is he
No,
going with
he
this?
needs a
Did I
little-
miss
yeah.
something in the game?"
No, he's just because my dad's just really good with kids.
Yeah. And I might argue that might be one of the most adult things you can do is be good with kids.
Especially babies,
Especially
or demon
babies.
fetuses, as Dry puts it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's- Yeah, it's so
I mean,
because so I for those who haven't heard, like D had a kid, and like it's so weird because everyone's like, "Oh, how's it feel having a niece?" And like, I don't know what answer I'm supposed to give to that question.
I mean, whenever I first got a nephew, it was the same thing with me. And like, the sad thing is since I live a million miles away from him, I don't see him very often. But you know, he is still family.
It is dope how much they just like you, which
Yeah.
is cool.
Which I don't understand why my nephew likes me as much as he does. Like,
Yeah,
I
he's a
think
huge
it's
fan
great
of
that
you.
me and him get along, but like, I
You
don't
know
get it.
how
sometimes.
like easy it is to impress a child? Just be like, "Oh yeah, do you know Mario?" And they're like, "What? He knows Mario?" Like, no, I'm not joking. Like genuinely.
True, but it's great, man. They just like you for like not sucking. You just have to not
Yeah.
suck, and kids like you. It's great.
But I was gonna say because like he does have other uncles besides me, but like just me on his mom's side. But he does like tout me as his favorite uncle whenever I go and I visit. And I think part of it is because I don't see him very often, so he'd make the most of it whenever we do see each other.
You're the cool uncle, man.
I try to be, or at least I try to be the funny uncle, which is sometimes works. But as anyone who's watches podcasts long enough knows, I'm not the funniest usually.
Yeah, nonsense.
I'm just the middle guy.
Nonsense.
I mean, you can do my trick, which is just always say what just comes to your brain, and don't ever stop. Don't like think about it.
Pizza bagels up the butt. Did it work?
I think so. I think that's
Yeah, that's
okay.
usually what I do.
You said that was the name of the new Limp Bizkit album, right?
It probably should have been. No, it still sucks. But now I kind of want an album that's just called Pizza Bagels Up the Butt.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yes.
Listen, my
Only
guitar.
you can prevent bad albums, Robbie.
Only you can make them.
Only you can make them too.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's how you prevent them. Either make a good album or just don't make an album. It's a very fine line, even when it doesn't seem to be.
Oh, I remember when you fought this thing for 25 minutes.
I fought it for a minute.
Yeah, well, it felt like a lot longer.
There were two of them.
It feels like it should be yelling "Feed me, Seymour."
It really does, yeah. Oh, did you guys see that trailers for Mean Girls?
No,
Are they making another one?
I haven't seen the first one.
They're making Mean Girls the musical, so it's a remake, kind of the original Mean Girls, but all of the adult characters are played by these same exact actors, and all of the teen characters are played by new people, but it's the musical material from the play that's been on Broadway for like the last 10 years.
Huh.
So it's a remake, and also it's not, which is weird. It seems real crazy, actually.
So it's like a pseudo sequel remake?
Yeah, it's weird. It's super weird.
Huh.
Prequel.
I mean, it feels risky, especially considering, like, because they did a musical remake of Heathers, which apparently was, like, somewhat popular, but not really. And then they did a musical remake of Matilda, which the most that I've seen of that is, like, people keep on putting heavy metal to one of the dance
Dances,
sequences that they had because it just works way better than it should.
All right, that took it's infinitely less effort.
Yeah, you did much better that time. But the thing with the Mean Girls musical is it's been a Broadway play already for like 10-ish years, and it's been doing great. Like, it's beloved.
Huh.
So this is just based off of that musical material, but that musical material is also based off of the movie. So it's kind of a remake, but just adding musical numbers. But with the same adult actors.
Right. But also, as we've seen, though, like, not like taking something from Broadway to a movie doesn't always translate 100%,
That's true. That's true.
which is why, you know, the Cats movie did so well.
Ugh, the movie's a nightmare. And why people have such different opinions on
Ow!
Hanson.
I'm fighting me. What?
Yep.
Fuck off, me.
Cue the 90s music.
I can't tell if the well, it actually makes more sense for Castlevania games, if you ask me, to have like the screaming guitar in there every now and then.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I think that just like is a thing of the late '90s and early 2000s. I feel like it was more egregious in the early 2000s. Like, remember the the emo sequel to Prince of Persia, which was
Yeah.
a good game. Don't get me wrong, but like
It was fun.
Godsmack did the soundtrack for it, which kind of works and kind of not works at the same time.
Yeah, it's very weird to be playing like a time warping person with like swords in like Persia, and then
While
like,
being chased by
I stand alone.
yeah.
Very weird. This is a weird fight.
Yeah. I did it.
You did it.
Hooray!
See that earlier? I was zoning the shit out of this computer.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think you kind of have to.
Life Max up.
Woo.
If it's just asking a remake of a musical remake.
Kind of.
A Hollywood take on a musical remake.
But still produced and written by Tina Fey, just like the original movie. So like it's very weird. It's an odd thing.
I don't know. I'll be cautiously optimistic about it.
I don't like the original Mean Girls, so I doubt I'll like the musical one. But I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
You add the word musical. Shit. You add the word musical to something, and Dry has a 50% more interest.
Man, if Power Rangers ever made a musical, it's just
He's
I don't
so
know if I
into
could
it.
buy enough tickets fast enough.
Man, you know if they did, it would be like a drug PSA though.
Yeah, it would be awful, but I would be there. Man, look how much faster you got through those guys.
I don't even
He's
know
learning.
why. I didn't do anything particularly more noteworthy.
Leveled up and you have a new weapon. What do you mean?
No, before I got there, I didn't level up.
Oh,
He's
well, I
learning.
don't know. You're better now.
I guess. It is also funny, like, immediately playing this, I'm like, yep, this is definitely what most Metroidvanias base themselves off of.
Yeah, 1000%.
It's almost like this is one
Except
of the.
for this, they don't have this function.
Yeah, because it looks dumb.
It's like wave dashing.
Yeah, it looks dumb.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that like the Michael Jackson game had that feature.
No, you could just moonwalk. You couldn't. You couldn't shuffle.
Moonslide.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go through that door?
Wanted to see what was up first.
Okay. I bet it's turkey butt. 'Cause what's up? Oh, chicken butt. Shit, I fucked it up.
He was thinking about
I
Thanksgiving.
mean, turkey butt
I
does
was,
work
actually.
for that.
Guns.
Yeah, you know how skeletons do.
But you know why though, right, Drea?
Why what?
Because of pork thigh. Wait,
God
fuck.
damn it. You don't have the right key.
I don't think that's it. Here, I'll go through this door.
Thank you. CD.
Why is it? Oh, Castle Dracula. Here
I
we
always
go.
just assumed it said CD because, like, show the power of the CD loading times.
This is the power of the CD-ROM.
That's what I always assumed it was. See how there's like a CD in there?
Yeah, there is an actual CD there.
Yippee!
Heart max up.
They probably explained it before, but I'm always so curious why they decided hearts should be like the ammo in Castlevania.
Because food heals you.
What?
Because food heals you, not hearts. That'd be, you don't eat hearts, you eat food.
You could have literally anything else besides hearts be the ammo.
Like what?
Literally anything. An orb could have been it.
But that doesn't really convey that you're really giving your all to this thing, you know?
I mean, maybe it's because like Alucard being a vampire,
You
like
can't
has
use
to use blood magic.
No, you can't, because it's always been a thing in Castlevania. The first Castlevania, you pick up hearts for ammo.
I don't know if I believe that. You're probably right though. Once again, it's just been forever since I played the original Castlevania.
Where am I?
You're right there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Wait.
the little orb that's beeping.
You made it back to near the beginning of the map. You
am.
found a shortcut.
Well, time to do the whole map.
Or you just go the other way again and go back to where you were.
But what if there's a secret? There
I
is.
mean,
That you couldn't get to
Kind
before,
of.
but you can now.
Yeah,
I don't think you have an ability that's gonna let you get there now. But
I have more hearts.
you're so early on in the game. You can kind of just do whatever, really.
All right. it's
Exploration is the name of the game.
this. Oh shit! Wait, actually, I can do this now, but not for any particular reason.
You've just learned.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. I have an axe.
Look at you learning.
Oh. Well, that was it.
Yep, you did it.
Yeah,
Basic
Balasard.
short sword.
I don't
Your
think it's
square
better than
attack
what you
would go
currently
down.
have.
I mean, so like they have different attack speeds and everything, which luckily they don't show you. You know,
That'd be
something that
silly.
would be useful.
Why would you need to see that? It's prison shank. Yeah.
That weapon seems awful.
You could You can do that.
You sure can.
I don't know. It seems pretty good.
I just hate close weapon. Like, close weapons are always way faster, but I just hate being so close in games.
I'm always like the healthy medium. There's been a couple games I've played that I actually like using like the slow heavy weapon. I never like the short fast one though. No.
It's an interesting animation that they chose for that instead of a slashing.
Yeah. I think because like there's that and that, so they probably need something that is basically horizontal only.
True. So, it's also been a
Yes.
while since I've been able to talk about this, but Liz and I, when it first came out, went and saw Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, was it good?
No, you didn't like it.
I did like it.
I thought you said you didn't.
No, I like it. It's just too long. It's
Oh.
way too long.
Yeah, isn't it like 3.5 hours long?
It is 3.5 hours long, and it feels like 4.5. It's an extremely slow movie, like deadly slow. It is good, but me and Liz were talking about it afterwards, and she's like, maybe Scorsese's just in that part of his career where he's like that old man just telling a story, and it's not really about the story or like what's the point of it. It's just they're telling a story and they enjoy that process of it. So I think she's kind of right. Like Scorsese's just like, I like telling stories, so I'm just gonna tell you this story, and as long as it takes. And the ending is not the most satisfying portion. It was good though. All of the performances were Oscar worthy.
Yeah, they did get some pretty big names for it too, and I heard that there was like some people that were kind of iffy about that movie when it first came out, because it is about the Indian tribe, but like they kind of take a backseat to the white people that are doing a lot of the work in it. But
Well,
they
you
got
can't
some big
alienate.
names.
You can't alienate your audience. People can't relate to Native Americans.
I don't think the narrative as the way that it's put would work if you had the Native Americans at front and center. It's not like they're in the back seat at all. They're in the whole movie. But I think by following the white guys, it makes the ending work a lot better.
Okay.
Which I won't spoil it. It's on Apple TV right now if you want to watch it. If you don't want to spend the...
Who has Apple TV?
I mean, it's $5 compared to $10 if you want just that movie. And there's some good stuff on Apple TV. You got Ted Lasso on there.
Hey, you're a big Ted Lasso fan.
Big Ted Lasso fan. Liz and I just started watching Mythic Quest, which is very funny, actually. I don't think it's very accurate to video game studios, but it's very funny.
Are the employees happy?
No. Actually, there are a lot of...
It might be
jokes
pretty
about how,
accurate
like,
then.
the art department is always like super overworked. There's a whole episode where like they keep asking the art department to do stuff, and they're like, "You worked your magic you can." He's like, "Actually, it's not magic. We had to work all night just to get this done." He's like, "And you did it, and it looks amazing somehow." He's like, "No, not somehow. Lots and lots of overtime and not seeing our families." Like,
Right.
anyway,
that sounds extremely accurate to the
Yeah, that does
industry.
sound pretty accurate to the industry.
yeah, like that part is, but like it's just like a bunch of people just hanging out in an office, and like their QA team is 2 people. It's ridiculous.
That also sounds somewhat accurate to the industry.
No, QA teams are very large.
Maybe for
Yeah,
EA.
if they have the money.
So
Like I
the
said, maybe for
studio is
EA,
based out
but-
of is supposed to be like an MMO that they're making.
Oh.
So it's making fun of was it Big Something
Square?
Studios?
Big
It's
gaming
making-
studios.
It's basically making fun of Blizzard and Ubisoft, honestly.
Okay.
All of the game assets they use are from Ubisoft. What?
They just use actual game assets.
From Ubisoft. They bought the rights for them to do it, but
Interesting.
Okay, they're called Big Huge Games Studios. Because I actually watched a documentary on them recently. They made Kingdoms of Amalur.
Never heard
Which-
of it.
no. I mean, as dysfunctional as that studio probably actually was, yes. But not that.
Right.
Like
The
even
reason why I make the comparison though is because what I found out about it with the with the documentary that I watched on it on YouTube. The guy was they said that because the studio was made by an MLB player who was really into video games. He was really into EverQuest. It was his big game, and I guess he really wanted to make his own MMO. So he wanted to make like his own gaming studio, but he couldn't get the capital to do it. So he ended up borrowing a whole bunch of money from all these other studios, including Rhode Island. The government of Rhode Island to
famous video game studio, Rhode Island.
Yeah, they almost bankrupted Rhode Island trying to make this game.
You're ignoring the funny part of the statement you just said, Robbie. You said like, oh yeah, all those famous studios, and the first thing you said was Rhode Island.
Yeah. The state of Rhode Island.
Yes.
Is the most famous video. But yeah, they nearly bankrupt Rhode Island. Couldn't pay off any of the things. The game flopped super hard.
It's not so much that the main reason it flopped is because they spent way too much money trying to make the game.
Because it was supposed to be an MMO, and then at the last second they pivoted and made it a single player game.
So it was supposed to be
playing an MMO alone.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like because he really wanted to make an MMO, but like they didn't have the resources to make an MMO. So that was supposed to be like the precursor of like what he wanted his MMO world to be. So they made that as kind of like their first of what was going to eventually be an MMO, and it ended up flopping super hard. That was the only game that they ever made, and they almost bankrupted Rhode Island.
Yep.
Why is a government allowed to like hedge their money on something like that?
Because the idea was that they were going to have their gaming studio in Rhode Island, and it was and making those games, making a bunch of money off of it, was supposed to upstart the economy, which it didn't.
They also had the idea that if that game did super, super well, then it would help the job market because a bunch of people would want to move there to work at this super huge gaming studio.
Right. Which was called Big Huge Studios.
Yeah. Okay, but how would that? Because it would just be other people, so the job market wouldn't be any better.
It would be more people working there, so those people would be paying taxes and buying groceries and paying property taxes and stuff there.
Yeah, like
putting more
they
people
actually
into work jobs, and the state does better.
Exactly. Like, they actually did have a lot of people move from out of state to Rhode Island to work on that game. And they told Mike, hey, like, we'll pay, like, your first couple months of rent while you're getting started and stuff like that, and, like, pay your moving fees and so on and so forth. So, like, they spent a lot of money on stuff that they probably did not need to spend money on to try to get this game out.
Yeah. They could have made that same game with $50 million less dollars pretty easily.
Probably.
I think ultimately
it is a good game, though. Don't get me wrong.
It's fine. I don't think it holds up very well, and it feels like you're playing an MMO by yourself. So
it kind of does, yeah.
Hey, thanks, Ossipossum.
Oh, nice. Rate of 12.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated indeed.
We were just
also,
talking
welcome
about
to the
bad
stream.
Video games.
Yes.
We were talking about bad studios.
And
it's a decent game. It's like it's an 8 out of 10 game.
I would say at the time it was an 8 out of 10. I would say it doesn't hold up very well. It's probably more like a 5.5 out of 10 now.
I don't know about that.
I don't think that's how ratings work.
I think they should. I think you should retroactively have somebody in like every video game rating place. Like I need somebody at Kotaku, IGN, Game Informer, whose whole job is to just look 10 years into the past and replay the games, at least the big ones, and re-review them to be like, do these hold up?
I feel like some of them do that already, but it's just not a huge thing for their rating system.
They should do it because some games don't hold up, man.
Oh well. I don't know. I think in general you like care a bit more about ratings of stuff than I do.
Yeah, you're like, who gives a shit what anybody else thinks about this thing? How do I feel about it? Where I'm like, well, like the general open opinion should be out there for the world to be able to view.
Listen, Dry, you could start up your review series and get everyone mad because you hate like every indie game.
If I did a game review series, I just think that we would be canceled as a show.
They would bankrupt us somehow.
They'd find a way on this thing that we don't make money on.
They're just immediately all the hate.
But no, I will agree that some games don't really hold up. Like, remember whenever we thought Heavy Rain was an awesome game?
I do remember that, and going back to try and play that, it's not.
No, it's not. But
Not
at the time, we
an
were
awesome
like, we thought it was super great. Like, it had like the best graphics and this great storyline, and like this is back, I think, before we became cynical on QuickTime events.
I still like QuickTime events actually. So
It works sometimes, but like games like that
EUFL.
way overused
Yeah.
it.
I mean, the whole pitch of that game was QuickTime events.
Yeah, like it is QuickTime events, the video game.
No, that's WarioWare.
Nope, it's definitely Heavy Rain.
It kind of is WarioWare though. Actually, now that you mention it,
I need to get the new one.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I got Mario instead.
Well, probably a better call, honestly.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, I'm gonna get the other one eventually.
But like,
Mario-
if it's like an either or right now kind of thing, I feel like the
Yeah.
newest Mario game is always like the best call.
I don't know. I really like WarioWare actually.
Yeah, but you're gonna play it for like 2 hours, and then all you'll be doing is just replaying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it's fun. I really like WarioWare.
It was probably the best answer you could give, though. Is like, yeah, I'm into it.
What are you doing, E?
I'm getting to the ledge.
Yeah, he's
You're
trying
not,
to get.
man. You don't have the dash or the double jump yet.
Process just says heavy lame. I mean,
You're not wrong.
There have been like games I see the general opinion of shift over time. I think the biggest one I see now that people are like, maybe it wasn't as good as we said is what is that one BioShock shit? Which one was it?
BioShock Infinite?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. People are like, man, this sure is like a 5th grader's understanding.
Ooh, look
of
at that,
racism."
Jiraiya.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Anyway.
Either way, Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, anyway, the thing I was talking about. Yeah, a lot of people's criticism is like, this sure does feel like they got a 5th grader to talk about racism. Which they're not wrong, but that's not the reason why I like the game. I just like the game because I think it's fun. And then the story ended up not sucking overall because of how it ties into Bioshock 1 and 2.
Right.
It's the things that I liked about it. But a lot of the things people really enjoyed at the time was the social commentary, which is ham-fisted at best.
Isn't
It
a
is.
major
One-
aspect of that game? Would you murder a child for 2 bullets?
Not. I mean, in
Or is that
theory,
different?
yes, but like, it's more of like, hey, there's a black man on stage. Will you throw this rock at the black man? And then you choose yes or no, but the outcome doesn't change at all. It's the same outcome no matter what. It's just how you felt about it, kind of a thing. I don't know. It's. I don't disagree with how people view that story nowadays, but it is
for
not
me, like-
subtle at all.
No, it's not. For me, it was less the storyline. One thing that I did realize about that game is it's a more serious Sam. In the least the way that they do the gameplay of it, at least, wherever like there's story marks, and then like you fight people, and then there's more story, and then you fight people, and then there's more story, and then you fight people, and it's almost like an arena shooter in that way.
Yeah, it super is.
In the
an
same
arena
way
shooter,
that
actually.
like Serious Sam is, you fight some enemies, you unlock a door. You fight some enemies, you unlock a door.
Yeah, actually, that's very accurate. It's a very old school kind of design now that I think about it.
Yeah. That being said, it was still a fun game to play.
You fell.
That wasn't fucking ready
Onto
for
a
the
giant skull.
I didn't expect fucking Sans Undertale.
You did great.
Oh.
What other games don't hold up well?
Mario
Let's see here.
64.
I think most
Yeah.
games from the PS1 and the Nintendo 64 era don't. There
Yeah, I think
are
we can
some
just
games.
say anything that has N64 before the title of it just doesn't hold up very well.
Not a lot of games that have N64 before the title of it.
64, I guess. Rather. Or after. Anything that's on 64. I'm
Yeah.
remanding my statement.
You can make
Anything
a
on
blank
64
plate- or
Actually,
blanket
I played Majora's, and that game does hold up. I played that. I was like, damn, this is really good.
Wasn't that one of those ones where you're like, I think that the 3DS one's worse?
That's what I've heard. I don't know for sure.
Why is it worse, though?
Well, there was one thing, which is the most annoying boss in Majora. They made more annoying. So that's
right,
fun.
I remember you telling me about that.
I don't know. I would have to like find all the stuff that people tell me, and you know, I bet like, well, actually, I know because someone told me like, it's not inherently like it's a bad version. Just like there's some stuff from the original that probably should have stayed in that they took out and this and that.
Because
I heard
my
they
recollection,
lowered. They like lowered the Deku movement, which is weird because that's the only way to like move at a decent pace in the video game.
yeah, man, they got rid of the exploit.
No, it was just he can move faster in the
Yeah, exploit.
64. Yeah, that's how exploits work.
Yep.
It's not gonna.
Says silly E always expects Sans Undertale. I think you just can't go this way yet, E.
Yeah, I think that. Well, where else am I going? Oh wait, there's up.
Somewhere
Like
else.
a bunch of different places, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other games that don't really hold up quite as well. Mostly what comes to mind is like either Nintendo 64 games or PlayStation games. Both those consoles, like I feel like for every single like beloved video game there is on that system, there's at least 10 or so shovelware games.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would argue that's like a different thing, though.
Shovelware
Oh.
games?
Like, that's not like those always were bad. Like, no one's like
Well, yeah, they
saying
always were bad, but
no
like,
one's saying like
there's-
fucking Back at the Barnyard for GameCube was a good game.
No,
like,
I'm not saying
that's-
that it is, but I'm
shovelware
saying
on
like
the
there
NES.
was tons of shovelware games.
Well, I'm saying that's kind of irrelevant though to what we're talking about.
The thing is some of them actually were considered to be like good or good enough.
Yeah, well, like,
I mean,
and you
that's
could
most
like
shovelware.
talk about those in specific, but just like this console had shovelware. It's like all consoles had shovelware.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
feel
saying
like that's a
because
different
it's a
discussion.
hard time to think, or I'm having a hard time thinking of like because there's just a ton of games for the PS1 and 64 too, but a lot of them either are considered to be shovelware now or like they weren't at the time, and like I think it's because like you said, like we got better at making video games. Most 3D games had like tank controls, which made them super dated for their time. This is also me like
that's kinda
trying to buy
weird,
time,
though.
trying to think of like an actual good game, like a good
Yeah,
game. to
Robbie's
say, like, that's gonna
distracting
hold up.
us. Ow! What? Him moving the sword back hits me?
Yeah, it's a sword, E.
Yeah, it's
You hit me with the
You
blood
also
end.
threw those?
also the Frost Ace is saying, "Don't talk bad about Ninja Bread Man." I don't think I played Ninja Bread Man. If that's an actual
It's a
game.
notoriously terrible shovelware game for the Wii.
Oh,
Look it up.
The biggest thing with it is the studio literally would just sell the same game but swap the assets. Like,
Oh, yeah, I
actually,
remember this one.
literally the same game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's garbage.
I mean, arguably they're not the only company that does that. They'll say, "Excuse me, it was on the PS2."
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oops. Shows enemy
My bad.
transforms into a wolf. Thanks, game. I'm glad.
Got it.
Okay, I figured out how to do it.
Now you're a wolf. Now what?
Can you jump farther?
I can do this.
Nice. I feel like you can jump farther. Can you jump farther?
No.
I'm gonna
No.
say no.
What does being a wolf do?
It's gotta do something, right?
Don't tell me in chat, by the way. I want to. This is my first time
I wanna
playing
figure
this
it out on
game,
your
so
own.
I'm mostly just talking out loud.
That's usually how you talk.
It's just so funny. I'm like, oh, can you jump higher?
Nope. Can't
What?
run.
Can you
Bark.
What does this do? Can it? Oh, sorry. Oops. Ouch. Ooh. I'm actually pretty
It'd be
low.
funny if you were like immune to bones or something.
I'm like curious if it's actually just a bark or if it is
Does
a
it
bite.
do anything else?
This is new.
I think that you can definitely say that his bark is worse than his bite. Then you're gonna die. E.
No. Rapier.
Safun was saying your mana is draining while while you're in wolf form. So I'm guessing the
Oh,
wolf
that's
has
good.
like a dash or something, crawling to get
I
through
hit.
low
I
narrow
swear
plat-
I hit. Oh yeah, it is shorter, I guess. I hit every button. I swear.
I think it might just be a getting through paths kind of thing.
Might be, yeah.
That's
like,
just
can you
your
dodge?
That's
morph
not how
roll
you.
sucks.
This is not how you use a rapier.
Maybe not you.
Like the way he's using that rapier is how I was hoping you would use the dagger that has like that weird stabbing motion.
Got no mana. Also, you have no
Now you're
health.
dead.
That guy used a rapier, right?
I think. No.
How
Now I
far-
have to look up a sword.
Rapier's like the fencing.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't think that's true.
that's how you use it.
You're definitely right, though. Huh.
Safun confirming.
Dry's hitting you with the. Dry's hitting you with the. Despite the evidence placed before me, I reject your answer and substitute it for my own.
Alright, so I have to go back to the bone zone.
Is this pre or post wolf?
This is pre.
Ugh.
I just have to activate the elevator, which is right here, I think. No,
No.
it's over here.
There needs to be a rhyme that like helps me remember what swords do what.
Kind of like the rhymes that they have for snakes.
Red to yellow, E to bellow, blue to green, your face.
Is green.
Turn to cream.
Your face.
Your face
Just
turns
your
to
face.
cream.
that's the snakes, I'm pretty sure.
Black and yellow. Super mellow. Gray and orange say, ooh, no, no.
Red to black, it will attack. Black to red, you're already dead.
What's the one that's like, this'll hurt, but you'll be fine?
Garden. Sorry,
No rhyme. There's no rhyme for that one.
Nope.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was because it's like red and white is something, but red and yellow will kill a fellow. And I heard it.
I think it's like red and
Red,
black. You'll be
all right.
yeah. God damn it, I'm stoked.
Now I gotta Google this.
Yeah, bro.
All right,
need
time to
help
get my
again.
wolf powers. Don't worry, I got the soul of wolves. Where does this
You're right.
Where does this take me again?
Down.
If I go
Yellow
down
touching
twice.
red, you're dead. Red against yellow can kill a fellow, or red touching blacks is safe for Jack. It was the
You
most
can't
common
just
version.
add
of
a
this chant.
name to it. That's not how that works. How's that supposed to make you help?
Listen, if your name is Jack, you're fine. Everyone else, you're fucked. That's what it's trying to tell you. E.
That's true.
Let's see, I'm gonna look up snake rhymes. That's it's literally all it is, isn't it? Just
Yep.
friend to Jack.
Ouch.
Hey, that rhyme is whack, Safun says. You're right.
Mist could pass? What?
What?
That's the game just told me mist could pass. What does that mean?
Yeah.
It means that you probably eventually gain the ability to turn into mist.
I found a page that just rhymes every word possible with snake.
Eat a snake.
Snake,
You're
wake,
half baked.
Wake, take.
Snake to brown.
Man, breaks it down by syllable.
You're in Pooh Town.
There are two six-syllable rhymes for snake. One is American rock break, whatever the fuck that means, and Mojave rattlesnake, which I feel like
You
just
can't rhyme snake with snake, yeah.
I mean, you can, but you're just lazy at that point.
Now I had to look up what that was. American rock break. Rock inhabiting fern of North America.
I'm gonna
Growing
say
in
also,
massive tufts and having fawns resembling parsley. Ooh.
American Rock Break is also cheating because that's just 3 words. You're just rhyming snake with break.
Yeah, well, that's a syllable. That's 6 syllable. So. It's one thing, though.
Glad I'm in the room. Glad I found the room.
That's the room where it happens. E.
Yeah, I guess I'll become mist at some point.
It's a fun way to find out, though, right?
It's very confusing. This game doesn't want you to know what anything means. I might die again.
Now you're Metroidvania-ing.
Now you're thinking with Metroid.
Where are the turkeys at in this game?
Are there turkeys
really
in this
not
game?
any. I mean, I think there might be some.
You might be thinking of Gauntlet.
No,
No,
there's
I'm
definitely
thinking of
turkeys in
Castlevania.
There are turkeys in some walls in Gauntlet as well, but you know what I'm gonna say? Maybe the 164 game that holds up pretty well was Gauntlet Legends.
I mean, the Zelda games hold up pretty well.
That's
I would
debatable.
say.
Yeah, most people still really do enjoy Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I do prefer the 3DS version of Ocarina.
Right.
of
I mean,
Time.
that doesn't make the other ones not hold up well, though. Like they
That's
just have
fair,
a
that's
remake.
True. That's true.
All right. Well, I'm glad I still have yet to find a HP or a place to save.
Yeah, you got to go way back up to get to a save point again. Did you have potions?
Right.
Pretty sure you do, man.
I guess it's arguable that the N64 versions of Star Fox hold up.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, he healed.
Yeah, the N64 version of Star Fox does hold up. I do like the 3DS version on that one as well. But again, that goes to E's point. It doesn't mean that the original doesn't hold up then.
Right. I gotta look it up now just because I'm curious of that that Aerosmith game that we were talking about earlier.
CD Projekt Arrow. I literally have no idea.
CD Projekt Red.
Is it the
It was called
orange rooms that are
Revolution
safe?
X.
Revolution X, yeah.
Red.
Is it- Red is
I think,
safe, so you
yeah.
need to go up and left a bunch.
Yeah, but I saw there's a room. Oh wait, no, that's the mist room. Okay, I was about to just go back. Cool. Cool vase.
Oh,
You
okay,
know
that
what
makes
is
more sense.
weird to me? In like the throwback collection, if you have the Nintendo Plus or subscription double or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
Winback is on there.
Winback?
Winback.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Winback.
weird. It
Winback
is-
was the very first cover shooter game.
Yeah. It was on 64. I remember playing it a lot. I really, really liked it when I was a child. But it's like not one of those games where I'd be like, oh, you remember the 64? Winback. That was the game for 64, man. Like, it's weird that it's on that collection, that's all.
Still don't have Mario Party 3, by the way.
So Winback
So they
is
got
more
one thing
important
right.
than Mario Party 3. Confirmed.
Yeah, Winback, the game where the good guys are called Scat.
It's true.
Yep.
It's very true.
What does it stand for?
I don't know, actually.
Like Special
Super-
Convert Assault Team or something. The sad thing is I have that game because they remade it for PS2.
Let's see. Oh, they've remade it for PS2?
I have an actual physical copy of that game
Weird.
because the place that we go to like buy our movies, they just had it there one day, and so it's just like, yep, I'm definitely buying this. I haven't
Oh, man,
played it
there's
since
good
I bought
endings
it.
and
But...
bad endings to Winback, too, apparently.
Huh. I don't think we ever beat that game.
I like also think of what probably is fine on 64. The Pokemon Stadium games are completely fine on 64.
I didn't even like
that's
them
the
whenever they
worst
were
part of
new, honestly.
Pokemon.
Why?
It's the battling.
No, to Robbie.
Oh.
I know you don't like Pokemon.
No, I like Pokemon, but
No,
like,
I'm talking to Jiraiya now.
Oh, okay. But no, like I wasn't too much of a fan of the stadium for that because it was just the battling and like it felt like there was no like actual like strategy to it. It was just like build the best Pokemon that you can and just like make them fight each other. In comparison to like, like in order to get past this, you have to get a certain Pokemon or you have to get this certain ability or this certain attack or like gain the ability to fly or to cut or whatever else. And so like it took the elements that I liked of the Game Boy games of Pokemon, it took those away. And so I doesn't like leave a sore spot, but I don't have much love for the Pokemon Stadium games.
So you wanted it to be a Pokemon game rather than
Yes.
a Pokemon Stadium game.
I did like the mini games in Pokemon Stadium.
That's the best.
The
part
mini
of
games are
Pokemon
okay.
Stadium. Also,
This SCAT stands for Special Covert Action Team.
Oh, that's close.
They tried real hard.
you think they would try to not make it scat? Like,
I think it's before it got like it's more the meaning that it's known for now.
I want to say scat has meant that since like the 80s.
I think in the 80s, scat was still just like a form of singing and jazz.
I feel like it was both.
Let's find out.
I don't know if I want to Google or put that in my Google search.
It's cool. I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the etymology of scat? And that's definitely the word.
Etymology. Yeah, that's the correct word actually.
Oh, what? Dang it, I ruined my joke. I was correct.
In 1838, scat was primarily used for going away or in a great hurry.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got a scat.
In 1926, it was when it became known as the term for jazz, singing to jazz music, scatting. And it wasn't until the 1950s that scat meant filth or dung, actually.
So earlier than I said, actually.
Yeah?
By 1950, from the Greek stem scat, dung. So yeah. We didn't start using it until the 1950s in that terminology. Popularly, anyway.
So that means that E is still right. It still meant that whenever the game came out, because that game came out in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it's still scat, still meant scat. So.
Yeah, so they totally should not call it that. Who's gonna... Who?
Unless they thought they were making a garbage game and then they were just going for it.
Well, it was a 64.
Hey, there you go. They knew at that point.
That being said, that game is like the grandfather of like other games that became super popular, like Kill Switch or Gears of War or a bunch of other games where you just hid behind cover.
That reminds me of like the original purpose of the conversation of like people changing the opinion over time of video games. Donkey Kong 64 has got to be like the most shifting opinion video game ever. I feel like every
like
That's pretty fair.
people like it now.
Why?
I don't know.
People hated it when it first came out.
People hated it when it came out. Then people started liking it. Then people started hating it again. And then I want to say in the 2000s, people were liking it again. Recently, it was hating it again, but now it's shifting back to people liking it again.
The most that I've heard of it recently is whenever they're talking about collectibles in video games, apparently it holds the world record for like the most collectibles in a video game, which is part of what makes that game bad.
How do you define that though?
So in that game, it's literally like collectibles are considered to be bananas in that game, which makes it to where there's like over 3,000 collectibles in that game, which means that like second place isn't even close to collectibles.
Actually, bananas aren't the only collectibles. There's a bunch of...
There's
there's a bunch of other things too, but the main collectible is bananas.
You guys want to hear the fucking wildest fact about Donkey Kong 64?
Yeah.
It was like 6 years ago or something. They found a new collectible that they weren't aware of. And what happened?
Wow.
It invalidated every 100% speedrun.
Nice.
Oh, that would suck.
It did!
You dedicated your life to Donkey Kong and you did it wrong.
It was like something insane. Like, it was just in the, like, lake. You could, like, find one doing a specific stupid thing. Yeah, I just remember seeing that. It's like, oh, that sucks. And... you know, it has like 179,000% or whatever for its thing. It doesn't tick over the percentage, but it is still a collectible.
So it's like a secret collectible then.
Kinda. Well, like, just because of the way that the percentage is determined.
That's
It just
garbage.
isn't enough, yeah. Donkey Kong's such a wild.
Bad, man.
I need to try it officially. I don't think I'm gonna like it.
Donkey Kong is one
Probably
of those
not.
games that when you were 12, if you got it for Christmas and that was the only game you had,
You're set for the
you were-
year.
yeah, you were fucking doing great. And you'd have so much to do because when you're 12, what are you gonna do? Fucking go work another shift to make enough money for a job? No, you're 12. You played the game that you're gifted because that's how it works. So if you had Donkey Kong and you were 12, great time, fucking fantastic time. You have so much to do. If you have anything else to do in your life, Donkey Kong sucks.
If you have something to do with that day.
Anything, yeah.
I mean, even if you have other games to play. Because if I remember correctly, you guys had Donkey Kong 64. You guys
sure
almost
did.
never played that game. You guys were always either playing Ocarina of Time or you were playing Star Fox whenever I was over there.
Star Fox, man. Still love Star Fox, actually.
I only played it once.
It's good, man.
I mostly watched Drya and his family play that game growing up. Because like every single time I wanted to play, they're like, no, I'm playing right now. Like,
Yeah, it's not
okay.
your turn.
It was never.
I
my
like
turn.
a game that you can just hand the controller off. That's a game you could just be like, all right, here, Robbie, why don't you just play it for a bit? No,
It's really run based, man. So my run's gotta be my run. So
and you know,
What if-
it's not
Yeah,
your
they
game. You can't play it at any time.
Well, and that was actually part of the reason is because they didn't want me ruining their runs. Because like you had to do very specific things to get to very specific areas, and they were trying to like 100% that game.
like
Yeah,
I
but-
need to go to the X asteroid, and Robbie clearly would go to the Y asteroids. So like, what the fuck, man?
Guess I'm going down.
No, you're not. Gotcha.
I don't know, one game that I do think it's fun, but it probably doesn't hold up is Dead to Rights.
Doesn't hold up. Even as of 10 years ago when I played it last time, did not hold up.
Oh,
Actually,
you know-
longer than 12, 13. It must have been
It was a
14
while
or
ago.
15 years ago, actually.
yeah, Dry. We found out what game from like 20 years ago doesn't hold up on stream. Remember? Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, yeah, Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden
Gaiden Black.
came out the same year as Half-Life 2, man.
There's a couple other games that I want to bring to the stream at some point in time that came out around the same time as Half-Life 2 and got way overshadowed by Half-Life 2.
We looked it up. That was like an insane year for video games.
It was.
It really was an insane year for video games. And none of them were overshadowed by Half-Life 2 from what the looks of it were.
Some were and some were not. Like
There were so many reviews that are like, this Ninja Gaiden is easily one of the best action games ever and will take away Game of the Year, no problem. Like, motherfucker, Half-Life 2 came out.
Like
Like,
it came out.
kid-
There's no excuse. It was out already when Ninja Gaiden came out.
Yeah, like, that person just broken. Like, obviously a broken person.
Man, I mean, still one of the funniest things ever to happen on our stream is you spending like 20 minutes grinding enemies to get a chest, and it was a cosmetic hairpiece.
Yeah,
This
that
is
didn't feel
nonsense.
good.
The funniest thing about that is because you couldn't see Drya's face, but we could. And he just like looked defeated, and he was like, "Are you proud, Drya? Are you proud of yourself for that one?
So
Are
funny.
you proud about that?" And he just looks so defeated.
Sucked, man. The game's garbage. Even putting that game on easy, I just couldn't get myself to keep playing it. It just wasn't fun.
It's fun
I
for
think-
like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's fun for people who like super punishing games.
That one's not like arguably not even that punishing. It just takes forever.
Yeah, it's honestly just time consuming. Because you can just do things the right way and it'll get done eventually, but it's like, why? What's the point? I'm still playing Ninja Gaiden.
A fate worse than death.
A fate worse than death.
Oh, man.
It did make me think about another video game that I do want to bring to stream at some point.
What game's that?
I forgot the name of it, but it was like a ninja-based game that I really enjoyed.
Shinobi.
No.
Was it that
Ninja
Xbox 360
fighting
one?
Aliens.
We looked it up. I remember
City.
now.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Let's
Because
see
I
if
keep
this
on
Google
thinking
gives me what
because
I
like
want.
I keep on thinking it's that one Ninja game that you had that was like 6 discs on the Xbox 360.
No, it's one disc. Ninja Blade is what it's called. Ninja Blade. Very, very fun. Also, absolutely ridiculous. Hey, E, you fell.
I'm meaning the fall. I need to get to a ledge.
You know, a game probably also doesn't hold up, but it wasn't great whenever it first came out. But like, if you knew what you're getting yourself into, you're fine with it.
E, you
Was
fell. What's
Spartan
that?
Total Warrior?
Oh yeah. I remember that game being totally fine.
Yeah, like I said, it's not like great by any means, and like even whenever it first came out, people were like, "Yeah, you just fight a shit ton of enemies. It's fine."
It's one of those.
Yeah, but like if you know what you're getting yourself into, it's fine. It's still fun.
Maybe if you were the wolf, E.
There's no way.
I don't know, I almost want to like look up what you can do in the wolf form.
I mean, I think it probably is just you can reach areas that are small. Oh. How this now? Thanks, Shield.
Yeah, it did great. It did a good job. Oh man, I got Pringles. That's
Well,
not the end
flavor
of the
this time.
The end of the statement. I got Pringles.
I did get excited thinking about them. Chili cheese fries and elote.
Okay. Weird
I've seen those in
combination.
stores.
No, that's 2 different flavors. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, I mean, sure, why not?
The chili cheese dog, but it uses elote as the bun.
The bun?
Actually,
As the bun.
if you just did like that thing, what's it like corn on the cob ribs or whatever they do, to where like you get just like the corn part, but it's enough to hold it
Just
together,
the kernels.
and you just like suck it off like it's a thing.
You're allowed to
it's
say the
something
word.
Kind of phallus. Yeah, it's something that's phallus shaped.
We're marked not for children. You can say cock.
But I wouldn't. I'm a good Christian boy.
That's true.
Are you?
That's what I
Catholic.
keep telling people.
So you keep on saying, so your Catholic wife doesn't get angry.
Yep. But yeah. Yeah, I bet you could make that happen. I bet you could make like a corn bun somehow and make
Probably
it like, fully
could. I don't know if it would be good, but I could see it being possible.
I like the idea though. There, E.
You know,
Thought you had
I wanted one thing. I did not get it.
You wanted to hide underneath the stairs.
But yeah, the chili cheese fries ones just taste like cheese and onion, which I enjoy. I could see people not enjoying that.
That's a plowman's lunch.
Yeah. And then I haven't tried the elote one actually yet.
I bet it tastes like corn.
I wonder actually. I bet it just tastes like maybe
Like
it just tastes
tahini a
like
little
cheese
bit?
and
Maybe it tastes like mayonnaise.
onion. It might just taste like mayonnaise. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna try them right now.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let us know live on stream what you think of them. When he gets back, though, that does remind me. I did have like the best grilled cheese I think I've ever had, and it was based off of a recipe that I saw on YouTube.
I just activated my fire alarm last time I made grilled cheese.
It's kind of one of those things. Like half the times whenever I cook, if my oven goes above 400 degrees, like it's a flip of the coin whether or not my fire alarm will go off. But my fire alarm is literally like maybe 8 feet away from my oven.
Our fucking fire alarm will go off if we're boiling water sometimes.
That's too much.
It's not good. It's bad.
That does sound bad. Else you're at the beginning of the castle again.
Yeah, I'm like up
As
left
this
is
game.
the only thing I can think of now.
Yeah, which you probably need to unlock something in order to go that there are places that you can't go to yet, like your mist form.
See, I wasn't expecting to hit this early, honestly. Ouch. He's back. Can't hear us yet, though.
But he's back.
Sorry, I gotta get my ears on.
It is knockoff KZs.
Fake
So-
KZ.
I have KZs, and I brought them to work, and my coworker said I look like a transformer. What are those in my ear?
What?
Because they're like giant like things.
That's funny. All right, so here is the chili cheese fries.
So you can move that box apparently.
Just saw that. Yeah. What? It's not gonna.
Hey, yeah, put that on that button.
It's not gonna do anything. The button was just to release the spikes.
Oh,
Probably so you can reach up there, but
it's gotta do something.
maybe.
And here is the elote. They have it in Spanish and in English, Mexican street corn right there for you, just so everybody can. I'm gonna retry the chili cheese fries here, just to see if they still just taste like cheese and onions.
That crunch.
My mic
Yeah,
not as good as
I'm
Robbie's.
honestly surprised you didn't hear the crunch earlier because I crunched right into the microphone and they're like, yeah, I can't hear it.
He's got a better mic. What can we say?
I also paid way more for this mic than Dry did for his mics.
Yeah, you did. You pay as much for that mic as I could still buy 2 more mics actually.
Yeah,
Um.
you're not wrong.
So chili cheese fries do taste more. I taste more chili now. Last night I had just come off of eating actual chili cheese fries, so the comparison was.
Oh yeah, you
1 to
can't
1.
compare Pringles to the real thing.
Yeah. All right. The elote. Let's see the smell. Smells like dust. Smells like Pringles. So let's see. Whoa.
Tastes like corn.
This actually tastes like elote.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
So the elote is arguably better than the chili cheese fries.
Yeah, very much so. I can taste the corn. I can taste the Parmesan. I can taste the lime.
Interesting.
Maybe a little bit of mayo. Yeah. Wonderful. Actually, I highly recommend those, actually.
Yeah, one thing we were going to say, because recently I think I tried the best grilled cheese I've ever had in my entire life.
Ooh, where's that?
So I made it, weirdly enough. It was a recipe that I found on YouTube. They were saying like the main thing for it is you need to get like a good spread, and it was for garlic toast styled grilled cheese. So the spread of it, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of mayo, a half a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 3 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon of parsley, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and a teaspoon of salt.
And you
if I
use
remember
that
correctly.
for the spread for like
Yes.
the lube that you use to like cook it?
The
Yep.
butter, yeah, as a normal person would say.
Yeah,
Also,
you mix that all together and you spread it on the bread before toasting it.
I would like to know, all these sunglasses do are lower my intelligence.
But you look cool.
So that's-
What if though they let you see through something, right?
You look cool. Don't you want to
Oh,
look
wait,
cool?
sorry. I
makes
trade
your
one
defense go up.
Yeah, I did see that. They trade a defense for my intelligence. I don't know what intelligence does, so sure.
It definitely doesn't make you look cool.
Wait, you can't even see them.
No, if it was like an indie game from 2 years ago, maybe.
That's disappointing. I was really hoping to see you with these big dumb red sunglasses.
And
Hey,
Chances
Hey.
are
unlocked
they do
a
something.
cool. I'm glad.
Now you're Metroidvania-ing.
I'm glad I'm here again. I don't know where else to go.
It looks like. Let me look on this map. Let me look. I'm looking. Wait, go back to that map. It looks like there's a place if you go down where you can go up.
No, I tried that. I can't get up there.
Why not?
There's not a platform to let me jump up that high.
Oh. What if you just go up all the way to the left?
Magic barrier.
Right. So what if you go to that middle part there and go down?
That's the part where I kept falling because I couldn't move fast enough to get to the ledge.
What? No, like if you look at where your elevator's at on your thing in that area, there's two doors that go down.
Oh. I didn't find a way down. One is literally blocked off. Like, there's blocks blocking it. I could check again the other one. I don't know what's faster, taking the yellow or not.
No idea. I think it's right there in the middle of both, so I don't think it matters, honestly.
Oh boy, Metroidvanias.
Yeah, man, that's the name of the game.
This is definitely the name of the game. Damn.
I might get another.
I just wasn't expecting it to happen the first hour of me playing the video game.
It's a good ass Pringle. If those end up being nothing, do you want me or Robbie to look up where to go?
Yeah, probably.
That's fair.
Look, I just got the wolf spirit, if you need a reference.
And also, to be fair, apparently if you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing in this game, you can beat it in 16 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's like every.
Also,
game.
that's using glitches. If you're like just looking at the speed run.
Yeah, I'm just looking at speedruns.
Yeah, that's they have glitches. They can like clip out of bounds because if I remember correctly.
When focusing on the main objectives, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is about 8.5 hours in length. If you're a gamer that strives to see all aspects of the game, you're likely to spend about 15.5 hours to obtain 100% completion.
I'm not.
You do end up having to play the game like 2.5 times, I think.
Yeah.
If you want everything.
Yeah, because there is the reverse mode after you beat the
Yeah.
game.
And that's the only way to get the true ending.
Yeah, where Richard eats a hamburger. Man, I have all this money, nothing to spend it on.
I actually don't remember.
There's a shop.
There's gotta be, but like I don't remember where.
I don't know.
Somewhere.
The one room I haven't found yet. I look in the
It's a
shop
pretty
and it's
big
like...
map, so.
I look in the... Oh shit, I died.
Oh yeah, you did.
I was not watching my
Got
health.
fucked up.
You were getting attacked on all sides, so that's fair.
Look at that game over screen.
Why is there like a
Let us go out.
demon
This is the
skeleton?
name for-
Because
why
you're
not?
Alucard.
Alucard doesn't have horns?
Doesn't
Well, not
he?
in this form? Sir.
What do you mean in this form? He's just some random dude.
Yes. Alucard, some random guy.
It says I'm 25% done with the video game? I
don't know
feel
about
like that's
that.
not correct.
You probably
Yeah.
reached 25% of the areas of the map.
Oh yeah, you saved like right there, huh?
Yeah.
Man, you're just getting fucked up. They're much lower level than you, so they don't really do anything though.
No.
So that's the nice part.
Now these guys will fuck me up if I'm not careful.
The blood fountain enemies.
Yeah.
So there are two movies out that I want to see right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the Marvels, obviously,
Of course.
because I'm me, and I watch
He's
all
some
the
cause
Marvel movies.
fallacy.
No, man, Loki season 2 was so fucking good, actually.
I mean, Loki season 1 was pretty good, honestly.
Highly recommend season 2. All of it's out right now. It is amazing. It is really good. I really liked it a lot. I think Liz's final review is it was okay. So definitely different opinions there, I think.
Yeah, I value Liz's more than yours.
Well, that hurts, but I understand.
I'm joking. Well, kind of.
I'm joking with you. Not really, but I'm joking with you.
It's a half joke. You can choose which half.
But I want to see Marvels, and then I want to see this other movie that's out that I can't fucking think of the name of it. So that doesn't help very much.
Oppenheimer.
Already saw that, man. Me and Robbie saw that day 1.
Pretty good.
Or day 2, technically, I think, actually.
When did I get this shitty knife?
You've had it for a while, haven't you?
I thought I had the holy water. Why am I shooting this thing? I'm doing no damage.
And he is heavily armored. That's why it's doing, like, damn near nothing damage-wise.
I think you're misunderstanding my plea, Robbie. I'm saying why am I personally shooting at it instead of just attacking it? Not why is it not doing any damage?
I think it's because you were hoping you would get holy water, but the holy water never came.
I mean, I had it earlier. At some point, I just swapped it out, and I didn't see when.
That, or,
Holy
you know,
water
you also
never
died, so maybe
No,
you lost
I-
it whenever you...
I literally had it earlier when I was fighting the last big enemy.
Also, the other movie I want to see is called The Holdovers, which just looks very good. It's about a guy who goes to a private school, or a boarding school, rather. And then he has to stay there for the holidays, and then since he has to stay there for the holidays, so does the teacher. So,
I remember seeing the preview for that.
Yeah, I really want to see it. Super, super bad. It looks...
It has
It
potential.
looks good. It's very much going for like that 70s feel of cinema, even though it is like
Yeah,
shot on digital. But it's going for like that filmish old 70s feel look kind of thing.
Yeah, it kind of has like that old holiday feel-good type of movie to it.
I don't know, feel good. The movie doesn't maybe look feel good. It looks pretty sad, but I do want to see
I
it
mean,
still.
most feel-goods start out sad, and then they make you feel good towards the end. That's kind of the whole idea.
That's true, I guess.
Well, they're supposed to. A good feel-good movie does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one where just you start off like, man, this is the worst Christmas ever, and at the end he's like at the hospital because his mom has cancer and is dying, and you're like, oh man, how's this movie gonna end? And then it just rolls credits. I think that's the next step. That's gonna be like 70 different movies, but
It just seems like it's going to be like...
mean,
that
that's-
movie won an Oscar. That starred Meryl Streep.
I was going to say, I mean, that's basically Manchester by the Sea, but...
Actually, yeah. Manchester by the Sea doesn't really end happily.
No, nothing about that movie is happy at all.
that movie
Like, that
takes
movie
place
starts
during
off-
Christmas.
No.
That's not that. That's not what I
Doesn't count.
described then.
It's. I was going to say, it is during the winter time, but...
Everyone knows. Famous time. Wait, what if you're a dog in this room?
Sure. But yeah, is this...
Alright, didn't do shit, but I was curious. Nice. Fuck yeah.
Liz just says, I would like to make a game marketer $10. Rocker now. I don't,
I don't know what
she
you mean
probably
by
means
that.
richer.
So Liz got bored today.
Uh-huh.
She was all alone. And so she just downloaded a random mobile game.
Okay.
And she has not stopped playing that random mobile game since she downloaded it. And I was like, man, you're going to run out of stuff to do. And she's like, nuh-uh. I was like, well, unless you want to pay the money, you're going to run out of stuff to do. She's like, we'll see.
She
That was
ran out
right
of stuff
before
to
starting
do?
the stream. So kind of looks like she ran out of stuff to do.
What game is it?
She doesn't even know.
I
She
was
literally
gonna
just
say, I
downloaded
might-
a random game.
I thought I might know, but I guess if,
It
I
is
don't
a
get
random... I know it is a random city building, army building strategy game.
Clash of Clans.
As
No.
you say, that's a lot of mobile games right now.
It doesn't look like anything that I've seen before, but I knew that the hard slump was happening at some point. It's usually at the end of day one where it's like, oh man, things are gonna go way faster if you give us money.
All right, this one's blocked off.
Okay, try the next one.
Surely, like, the thing is, I need to find the red key that explodes red blocks or whatever.
I mean, it's gonna be like a downward pound.
So you got to take that floor to Pound Town, is what you're saying.
There's another one.
Yeah. Okay, where else? Open that map again. Let me see. Where else can you go? Took a
Up.
long time to get there.
But this is a magic barrier, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you activated the elevator, so maybe there won't be now.
Elevators aren't magic.
In this game, they can be.
Maybe. Liz, if you're looking for that's a magic ass barrier. Liz, if you're looking for permission to spend $10 on some random developer, go for it.
Now and then I like shine and I don't know why.
It's just what Katy Perry sang about, man. Was it Katy Perry? Shine bright like a diamond. Who does that song?
That's
Katy
Rihanna.
Perry.
Shit. That's so close.
Nope, Rihanna and Katy Perry are very different
Just
performers,
right there
if you
to
ask
being
me.
completely accurate.
They share a letter.
Sure.
Are you sure those ones at the bottom you can't get to?
Which bottom?
Like that very bottom hallway?
Yes, I was just over there and couldn't do anything.
You can't go down and right even?
No, I was just over there and couldn't do anything.
Because it feels like you should be able to do a thing.
You know, I would assume I didn't break the video game and am soft locked forever. I
doubt it, but it's possible.
Again, I think there's either something with this dog somewhere, or I need like a red explosion.
Let's see, I'm gonna Google.
Yeah, I'm at that point. Already.
I guess also speaking of mobile games, I actually found a pretty decent one recently. Like, it's the most story-heavy mobile game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Project Raven.
No.
It's not the
It
most
came out
story-heavy mobile game then.
It is. Apparently, I need to play Project Raven in order to like see if the one I'm talking about is more story heavy than yours.
I think
but...
it's actually exclusive to China, so good luck
Oh,
with
okay.
that.
But yeah, like when I say it's story heavy, like I'm surprised they didn't just like make an anime of it. Because like there is gameplay elements to it, but it's mostly a visual novel. But it's still like a gacha game. It's weird.
There's a lot of those actually. That's a pretty common thing, I would say. There's one that is a tower defense. I forget the name of that one.
The actual like gameplay portion of this one, it's called Reverse 1999. But
9,991.
no. But anyways, yeah, like there's like a huge storyline to it, and then whenever it gets like the gameplay portion of it, it's like a turn-based battle, but like uses a card system.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's actually pretty decent, but it is super story heavy. Like for every 10 minutes of gameplay, it feels like there's like an hour of storyline.
Brian's favorite.
I mean, counting on the game.
Walkthroughs for this game suck ass.
Why?
It's just a wall of text saying, go to this room, go to this room, go to this room.
Alright, it's not turned into a dog in this room.
Oh, shit.
Did you find something?
Okay, so I think you beat this guy.
I beat the two guys for sure.
Man, not even a picture of what those enemies look like. Cool.
Nope. They mentioned the dog.
So you have the sunglasses and Basilard.
Yeah. Yeah. I have the Zirkin. Sparkling ring salable.
Uh,
I somehow got a
nothing-
gnat in my apartment. It's like bugging the crap out of me right now.
Oh,
Nothing mentions that.
Frost Ace with the follow. I believe that means we hit our follower goals, guys.
Hey!
We hit our following goal.
Woo! Let's do it. Fucking go.
Let's go. Oh, man. The best time to follow when we're like, all right, where the fuck do I go?
Yeah, what the fuck were you doing?
As me and Dry look up guides to see if we can try to help him, which I think this is the same thing. It's just
Does Marble
text.
Gallery mean anything to you, E?
That I feel like that's this room.
That looks like a bunch of marble. Yeah, okay, wait a second. Be careful in the long 3-level hall in the bottom left part of the Marble Gallery. Passing through will unlock a path to the entrance and earn you a $250 reward. But there are several nasty enemies you need to get by.
Sounds like
it may
where
not
I'm
be
at.
worth the effort to do this right now. Once you buy the Jewel of Open in the Long Library, you will be able to access the underground caverns.
Wait,
Okay, so he needs to-
Wait, I've been to the Long Library. There's someone who sells stuff in there?
apparently, yeah.
Apparently, man.
Okay, well, back to that I go.
Back to the long library,
I think
wherever that is.
I think it's down.
All right. This guy did something. We need
Can't
some
go to
more
Mist.
Pringles.
This is not the one.
God, good ass Pringle.
Yeah, I love Medusas. They're the best enemy in Castlevania. They're such a cool enemy.
That's why they're in each and every one of them.
Yeah. I don't know why I did. I'm gonna die again! I just realized.
Instead of dying, have you tried not?
Hey, E, do you have a
Yeah.
thing called the Leap Stone by chance?
No,
I don't think he does.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check.
All right, cool. Yeah, I think you just need to go to that library.
Alright. I have to find it again. It's around here. Somewhere. I think it's that room.
It's long.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No! Darth Vader-ass scream. And I got 15 health. Be careful, E.
Carefully is my middle name.
That's weird, because then you're E. Careful, E.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Alright,
it.
well, there's a save, so that's helpful.
Yeah, you should get that real quick. This doesn't seem very long.
Well, it's not the long library yet.
This just seems like
Wait.
the marble area you were just at. Worth a shot.
Okay, so where are you right now?
I'm
Like on the
in
map?
the there.
Okay, I think. Yeah, if you climb like towards the top of that, that's where the long library's at.
I think it's here?
Yeah,
CD.
or maybe a little bit further up.
Oh, shit!
Oh nope, yep, you're here.
I died here!
Yeah,
So you just didn't come back because you died.
Yeah, because that's exactly... Okay. You can't do that, that's cheating. You can't use electricity.
You use fucking axes that come out of nowhere?
That's a weapon, that's real!
So it can be electricity?
Uncurse. Damn.
so I don't know if it's real or a real thing, but something that makes me laugh is because you know how we have electric eels.
Yeah.
I'm aware of
Somebody
that.
asked the question of like what do they call electric eels before we knew what electricity was, and the if you look it up on Google, the answer is angry catfish.
That too, yeah.
So I don't know how true that is, but that kind of just makes me want to call electric eels angry catfish from now on.
I mean,
You have
there's
my
a lot
full
of
support, Robbie.
There's a lot of things that are just like define or in other countries called something else like that when you translate them.
Yeah.
I feel like you need a better strategy to fight these guys. But yeah, I think it's called timing, actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
Cheese!
Cheese! Hey, you got some food! Hey! Well, that's not actually anything you really need.
More
I think
defense.
bronze is probably better for defense. It
It's
might
not
make you
bad,
slower,
it's
but
just- it's not any of the items that I'm looking at right here telling me that the things.
Delicious cheese. Use.
Ew. I don't like that at all. I don't like the idea of using cheese.
You and your like pedantics. You don't like me saying I own popcorn. You don't like using cheese.
You don't own popcorn! Don't. Oh, that's a
Two-handed
two-handed
sword.
weapon.
How fast is? Oh, that's awful.
Just immediately done with that.
It was genuinely like 4 seconds.
Alright. So you're in the long library.
Yeah, so I just have to find Cell's shit, I guess.
you should be able to find a staircase if you go a little bit further.
I mean, I see where I can go. I'm good now. I'm good on explanations for a bit.
Okay.
Now that we're back into new stuff.
Oh, that enemy's weird.
I've been cursed.
A weird amalgamation of faces.
Yep, still cursed.
Maybe cheese will uncurse you.
I mean, I just have uncurse. Alright, well.
Alright, uncursed and recursed.
Just punch the shit out of them. How about that?
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's a bunch of faces, so it makes sense that you'd punch it.
Hey, why did my fist do more damage than my sword?
Got a bad sword.
Did I choose the wrong sword? No, this is the strong. Why?
I mean,
Why is my? I should just fight and punch things, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, your reach is gonna be awful.
I
Are you
don't
able to
know, that
punch when
seems.
you're kneeling?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I can't do a diagonal punch though, which you can with swords.
Mm.
Oh shit! 3D technology.
Oh shit, the power of the PS1.
Okay, maybe put a sword in one hand. I bet it's actually just certain weapons work better on certain enemies.
Might be the case, yeah.
Fucking Tom and Jerry ass.
Oh, speaking of cartoons, did you see that the
I'm so pissed about what you're about to say.
yeah. The
I don't know what you're about to say, but now I'm curious.
The what's it called?
Wile E.
versus
Coyote.
Acme. Yeah, Wile E. Coyote versus Acme.
Right, I heard about that.
Yeah,
WB shelved it for a tax cut.
completely finished. All the
Yep.
crew was like super excited.
Yeah,
They
apparently-
shelved it for 30 million, which I guarantee you they would have made back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
they do like their tax fraud money.
That's not tax
It's-
fraud.
It's not tax fraud. It's just
Completely legal.
arguably bad business. Apparently, like a bunch of people had seen previews of it, and
And
like
No, they had a
tested
test
really-
audience watch it.
releases.
Yeah.
and it's good. Like it's really good, actually. Apparently, the
No,
animation
gotta get that
is
insurance money.
genuinely impressive too, and we'll just never get to see that.
Yeah. I mean, it might leak if we're lucky. Probably not.
I don't think that we'll get that lucky, not for a long time.
No. It's just so frustrating. There's like a thing that's been going around because people are frustrated. Like, if they do that, it should just go in public domain. Like,
Yeah, actually,
genuinely.
that would be a
what-
really good way to handle that.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh,
Why does he have a hole under his seat?
what do you need?
Is that where he shits?
I need your help.
Yeah, can't
Maybe.
leave the library.
Young master, I cannot aid one who opposes the master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case,
Really?
tell me what you need.
I can't go against my master. I got money. Oh, fuck that guy.
Which one's red door?
So there are actual things I think you need to buy from him.
Castle map might be helpful.
Do you want me to tell you which thing you should buy, E?
It's the first thing I imagine. Well, library card also sounds pretty useful. What is? How much do I have? Avatar.
Thank you.
Jewel of Open. I imagine I need.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know how you could figure that yourself, but lucky I was here.
Thank you.
Waka knife.
Baka. What if I try these two Pringles together?
I can't tell
Oh,
what's
no.
like one-handed and not.
Won't it say one-handed?
Doesn't.
I think if it doesn't say two-handed, then it means one-handed.
Okay.
So apparently the Bwaka knife is a throwing knife used by the Bwaka people.
I do not recommend mixing the chili cheese fries and elote Pringles together.
What?
Not a great combo. I like this guy. It's like what if I was a voice actor?
Thank you.
It's the stupidest fucking voice, and there's like, we got 10 minutes to do this, so we're going with it.
I'm interested in this.
Doppelganger 10.
Farewell for now.
Farewell for now. Yeah, I could do that. I could be a PS1 voice actor. Got so many things now, E.
Damn. Look at that map.
Dang. You can go into all kinds of doors now, too? Probably find a save point pretty quick, though.
Wouldn't be a bad idea at this point.
Oh shit, Jiraiya, look.
There should be one in the library.
What?
He puts it on.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah! Funes, have you tried some mac and cheese with chili?
Pretty good.
I mean, mac and cheese with chili is good in real life. I would try mac and cheese and chili Pringo, or a combo of the two.
Pringo.
Pringle. Actually, I suppose if you just had the chili cheese fries Pringles, and then you got the cheddar cheese Pringles, that would probably be pretty close to like a mac and cheese Pringle, right?
You know what is very good? Buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Oh man,
Buffalo chicken mac and cheese is pretty
fucking good.
Hungry.
Wait, in our area we recently just got a Mr. Hot Chicken. What's it called?
Slim chicken.
Slim chicken?
No. It's specifically hot chicken that they do.
Like Nashville hot
Frank's.
chicken or
Frank's
Something
Red Hot.
No. It's a food chain.
Why would I need this?
Displays enemy's name. You just want so you can know their name.
Magic Tome. Wow. I would never have
Wow.
guessed.
Is it Angry Chicken? That doesn't sound right. What is the... Dave's Hot Chicken. That's what it's called. We just got a Dave's Hot Chicken here in our town. And haven't tried it yet, and I really want to.
That's a first for you, not trying a thing.
I know. It's because I don't know where it is, and I haven't Googled it, so in my mind it's just like
I was like, yeah,
45-minute
googling up
drive.
chicken places around here while you're like trying to think of the name of it.
Actually, I'm going to Google that right now.
You know what?
They're open till 11.
I fucking got like a coupon from a pizza place I never heard of. And like I was looking at it, and then I looked it up. Goddamn Ghost Kitchen.
Oh,
God.
fun.
They sent me a coupon in the mail.
I'd be so mad.
I
I'd be
was.
so mad.
Kawinky0421 is. Hey, we passed our goal again.
Oh, shit.
We didn't even set the next one yet.
Damn.
Oh man. All we have to do is talk about chicken, I guess.
Yeah. Because yeah, Slim Chickens is a place that just opened up because
Yeah.
it's pretty near where I live, where they're opening that one up.
Yeah, but yeah, I was so pissed when I like looked up the thing. It was not a restaurant. It was like it was like super food and then our area code. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. And then it like listed 6 different restaurants of an ice cream shop, a pizza place, chicken, soul food separate from the chicken, just hamburgers and charcuterie boards.
Charcuterie boards.
And I was joking, you order them and they just have like a fucking Kraft single and a slice of ham.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's probably just something that you would get from like fucking the grocery store, and they just
Yeah.
slap it onto a different box or something.
Probably.
I am so opposed to ghost chickens at this point.
Chickens.
Ghost kitchen. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm looking
not
at
ghost
chicken right
kitchens,
now.
but
so-
chickens.
I'm also
Damn ghost
opposed to ghost chickens. Goddamn, every time try to bite into it and there's just ectoplasm everywhere.
I mean, it's mostly the balking in the middle of the night that I get mad at. I'm just trying to sleep, and I hear bark, bark. It's like, goddamn ghost chickens, trying to keep me from sleeping again.
All right, so it's like 14 miles from here, so it's like a 20-ish minute drive. That could be worth it on a day off, maybe.
Yeah.
For some hot chicken. Apparently, their hot chicken is very, very hot, Robbie. So
So we
So
gotta
my
have
kinda hot
Robbie
chicken.
try it and he'll be like, oh, it's alright, like
And then when
no,
you
I've
guys
heard
try
that-
it and you feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah, I've heard their hot chicken is like actually very, very hot. So, friend of the podcast, Carlos, got the one right under their hottest, and he said he had a real bad time.
Which Carlos has a pretty high tolerance for spicy foods, right?
He does, yeah. He loves spicy food. I wouldn't say he's at a Robbie level. I don't know many
Right.
people who are at a Robbie level with spicy food, though. So.
They do exist.
I just do.
Yeah, like a
thing.
hole tear it open in reality for a second, just to let out a bit of steam. You had like a metaphysical fart in the game.
There's like 4 buttons in this. There's like 4 buttons used total on the controller, and sometimes a new command comes out of them.
When did this come out? In 97, you said?
Yeah, 97.
Was the DualShock out by then?
I think it was. I know it wasn't standard.
I'm
no,
gonna
it wasn't
say,
standard on
Jiraiya,
PS2.
it is not using 3 of the triggers, even with the original controller.
Oh, really?
It uses X, square, circle, triangle, R.
R just turns you into a dog.
I'm sure I unlock stuff later, but like
That's just great. There's a whole button to
Yeah.
just turn into a useless fucking dog.
So I had to look them up just to make sure. So Castlevania Symphony of the Night came out in March 20th of 1997. The original DualShock controller came out November 20th, 1997.
Oh, jeez.
So like 6 months later.
Yeah.
the
That's
DualShock
crazy.
World. I still want to live in the world where PS3 had the fucking banana controller.
Actually, I wanted to hold that so much from all the previews. All of the people were like, "This is an insanely comfortable controller." Actually,
Yeah, but everyone would have laughed at it, which matters more.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Especially at that time, that's when people were like, Nintendo Game Boy, more like Nintendo Gay Boy. And like
That's still happening.
Nintendo stocks dropped like 70% after that some kid said that on the playground.
I don't know if you've been on X, formerly known as Twitter, recently, but on any kind of game-related post, it's just the worst fanboy garbage. Every single thing.
Yeah, that sounds like Reddit.
That's not what he said.
That's not what I said at all. X, formerly known as Twitter.
Which sounds like Reddit.
It's same amount of syllables. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the skull.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like a bunch of people fanboying on X, formerly known as Twitter. Sounds a lot like Reddit to me, is what I'm saying.
I mean, it basically is just garbage Reddit now. They're just saying something because Reddit's kind of garbage anyway. So.
I actually
also
like,
I was looking up the PlayStation 3 banana controller because I could have swore that there was like a third-party company that made it.
Yeah, they copied it.
That's great.
But I actually significantly have not used Reddit as much as I used to. After they like did the stupid change that they were trying to talk about, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is dumb. We're gonna close all the subreddits for a bit." And then
was
they
it a
kinda
thing of like they
charging
wanted to charge for it or something?
Yeah.
I don't even
It was-
remember anymore. Oh, APIs. They wanted
Yeah,
to
the
charge
APIs,
for.
thank you.
Oh yeah.
Which
and
a lot of
everyone's like, "This is
modders, like,
stupid."
not modders, a lot of
Moderators.
moderators use APIs so that way they can go from like subreddit to subreddit and like deal with the day-to-day task of like doing their moderator jobs.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
they wanted to charge something like $500 or something stupid.
Like a ridiculous amount.
yeah,
Yeah.
it might have been even more than 500 actually.
I think they arguably still just plan to do that. Like nothing changed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I noticed like a significant dip in the average Reddit user age. It feels like.
Yeah, it does seem that way.
So I just haven't been interested.
Yeah, Reddit's garbage, man. No fun.
It's also just full of people circle jerking themselves all the time, which is like, yeah, I get it. You guys say the same 2 jokes.
Yeah, it really is just that. But I think the best thing that came out of all of that is the creator of Reddit's AMA that he did. It's just chef's kiss. Just somebody like tripling, quadrupling down on bad decisions.
It's so impressive. Like, the gall to not just like ignore everything, but to insinuate that they're not wrong. Like, there's no way they could be wrong.
Yeah. It's so bad. So bad.
I mean, it's happened a lot with a bunch of different industries too, because that happened with Unity too, and like they're trying to double down and triple down on that.
Unity did go back though. Well,
they did go back, and
Kinda.
the CEO that had tried to make those changes just happened to retire during the whole fiasco.
No, he stepped down. Like, officially stepped down. But he's just gonna get hired at some other video game company because that's how the industry is.
Yeah, because before he did the whole thing with Unity, another thing that he was famous for was trying to charge $1 to reload on Call of Duty games. Whenever he worked at, I think it was whenever he was working at EA or something.
I think he worked.
It wasn't Call of Duty then. It was
EA
Battlefield.
Yeah. It was something stupid. He didn't get it.
No, he
obviously.
didn't. But he tried doubling down on that one too, and then now he doesn't work for EA anymore.
I mean, he also famously said, if you're not like making the fucking ad-ridden mobile games, then what are you doing?
Like if you're not trying to profitize on every little tiny thing on a game, which is a dumb way to look at it. But, I guess whenever all you really care about is money, it probably makes sense.
Yeah.
That part in Mythic Quest is also correct, also, and accurate. There's the guy who handles all their finances is just super money-grubbing asshole. And like, that's it. He's just a huge asshole. That's his entire character. He's a piece of shit, and he knows it, and he likes it.
So is this just like a better version of like that MTV show Code Monkeys or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
It is live action. It is created by Charlie Day and McElhenney. What's his name? I forget his first name. The guy who plays Mac in Always Sunny. So it's
Rob
two of the people
something?
two of the people from Always Sunny made this show, and then
I
one
thought
other
his name.
person.
I thought it was his first name, Mac.
Rob McElhenney. That's his name.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has like that very,
It's Always Sunny vibe to it then.
in some ways, like the characters are very ridiculous, but in a way that feels grounded, I guess.
Are they all terrible people? Like in Sunny?
They're mostly bad people. Not all of them though.
Except for the art director, whatever you were saying, where it's like, no, we had to do awful shifts.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole idea of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, is the fact that like the main characters are awful people, and most of the people they deal with on a day-to-day basis are not awful people, or at least they don't come off as awful people at first.
Your eye, Liz is calling you out.
Yeah, don't forget the Lady Jiraiya. She's the main writer. What's her name, Liz? What's the name of her?
Megan Gaines, she said.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Making Gaines. Gaines? Yeah, she did. She got that. Yeah, so head writer there. There is a actually really funny episode.
That's probably, I'm gonna say that might be why it's such a more accurate take on like the industry, because
it might be. It is also very much like in your face about how there's like not very many women in the industry,
Yeah.
because of like all the shit that goes on with them. So that's very in there. And there's a great episode to where all of the coding team
Yeah.
starts to go on strike, like they try to unionize. They're like, "What are your demands?" It's like, "We just want to be paid overtime." It's like, "And what else? Like what? You want like 20 extra vacation days a year, and to get like points on the end of sales?" She's like, "Can we get points on the end of sales? We just wanted overtime." Like, what? Yeah, we just want, like, we don't care about working a lot of hours. We just want to get paid to do it. It's like, oh, yeah, no, we can do that.
Oh man.
So it's aware of
so
the
that's
industry. I would
that's
say.
slightly that's slightly off from the actual industry then, where they get
Yeah,
paid,
the
they
actual
just
industry, they also
are
fire.
forced garbage overtime and don't actually get the option to not do the overtime.
But then you also don't get like anything extra for the overtime. You just get base pay. Also.
Yeah.
Right.
And you don't get extra if the game does well.
No, you have to beat Metacritic ratings in order to get your bonus, which is fucking garbage.
I mean, sometimes that's just so you don't get fired, actually.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, sometimes it is just that.
Because I was gonna say that was like one of the big things about because like there's like the argument on like the overtime wasn't super bad for Red Dead Redemption 2, but for me one of the biggest things about it is like, you know, these people put years of their life into this game and worked like tons of overtime without actually getting paid extra, and then like the two creators who were like just are they the CEOs of Rockstar, or just like the heads of working on Red Dead 2, both made like split like $500 million between each other, and then like the developers got paid nothing extra.
Yeah.
Garbage
Yep.
industry.
It really is a garbage industry. That is also the introduction to the show, by the way, is one of the lead characters like having this big, huge monologue saying how much more money the video game industry makes over every other entertainment industry.
Hey, the
how
thing
it's
you've been
like-
talking about forever.
The thing I've been talking about forever, and like a thing actually like mentioned it, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think the entire video game industry is just fucking.
It needs a reset. Like,
It does.
genuinely, it needs
So
a
broke.
reset.
Absolutely.
It's so fucked.
So fucking broken.
And it's mostly because like it's a bunch of just rich assholes that don't really understand video gaming that are heading the industry.
Games are
Bunch
too
of CEOs.
big. There's too much goddamn overtime. There's the deadlines are too short.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even
it's-
with,
ugh,
I was watching the credits last night after beating Alan Wake 2.
yeah.
Even with that being an indie studio, I think that there's over 3,000 people that worked on that game in total.
I can believe it.
I don't know if you can call that an indie studio at that point.
They are independent. They are not owned by anybody.
Yeah, I mean they're independent in the same way that Valve is an independent studio.
I would also not call Valve indie.
They are indie.
They are indie. They are indie. They are independent.
Like they don't make indie. Like they're considered to be AAA games that they make, but they're absolutely an independent studio.
Yeah, but
'Cause,
also
like-
Remedy is like going to make no money on Alan Wake 2 because of the distribution deal that they have with
With
Epic Games.
Yeah.
After it makes back all of the money that it took for dev, Remedy will only make 20% off of every sale after that point.
Actually, talking about Epic Games reminded me. Have you seen all this shit? Like, because it's every industry right now is learning this exact same lesson.
You fell.
Yeah, I did. You can't just throw a bunch of money and expect returns. Because EA's hitting that, or Epic's hitting that now, where they threw all the money on the exclusivity and they saw no increase in actual users buying their video games.
Yeah, I don't know what the expectation was from them.
The same thing Netflix expected, which they also didn't get.
Fair. Actually.
They think that monies would go up.
And it just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
No. What is it? Uber and all those rideshare apps are hitting that too. Hey, it's Maria.
So we meet again, Alucard.
It seems so.
She's Spanish?
As friendly as ever, I see.
What? Why?
It's
I
strange.
don't know. Just the way she
His
said
name's Maria.
Alucard. No, it's just the way she said Alucard.
It's like, Alucard.
Creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
Thanks.
How did you get there?
She knows this castle. Don't think about it.
But yeah, basically so many industries are hitting that same lesson basically now.
Yeah.
Also Netflix is gonna raise their prices again.
Oh
They
boy.
are. Liz and I canceled because of that.
And could you imagine if they didn't spend $7 trillion billion on dumb stuff? Just kept.
It's not
Ugh.
even like that, really. It's that from the get-go of the writers and actors strike,
Mhm.
they said whatever deal is made with the writers and actors, they are passing that cost on to
Users.
the consumer.
Yeah. Because they want
so from
consumers
the-
mad.
Yeah, so from the get-go, they had already said like, "Hey, we're not taking that cost, you are. So if you support this, that's you taking money out of your own wallet," kind of a thing. Like it was kind of like almost like a threat, honestly.
Yeah.
So super shitty, but they're still gonna raise those prices, obviously, because they weren't lying. Their plan was still that plan. It just sort of sucks.
Oh shit! I thought it was gonna be like Castlevania NES. Oh shit! That's hilarious. Yeah. Man, you didn't want
I
to
think-
keep it so you can watch Squid Games, but they just make the Squid Games and don't learn anything.
No, I'm good. I think we're gonna get it for like 1 month in December because there's a bunch of shows that we want to watch, and then we'll cancel again after that.
We generally
But,
we
like-
might see the end of Netflix soon.
We will.
Maybe.
And they're starting to go into more live broadcasting stuff, so they're trying to be like a network.
I mean, them and also Max is doing the same thing, formerly known as HBO.
Yeah, did you see the fucking guy, the WB guy, decided to change again what he wants to do with animation? Because he said, no, all the stuff's in preschool animation. And he's like, no, actually that was a terrible idea. And he
Yeah,
canceled like
yeah.
the main, basically every show that they bought. So they're all canceled after one season.
Yep. It's fucking garbage, man.
Yep.
But that guy gets the big buck.
We are in late stage capitalism.
It sucks, dude.
It
Yeah.
does.
But you know what's great about late stage capitalism? is that it either just keeps going up right now how it is exponentially, or everything crashes and we all get to be very poor.
Yippee!
Yay! So that's something to look forward to.
So when do people start investing in guillotines?
I mean, honestly.
Maybe soon. People are getting pissed at all
Yeah,
the
like,
government now.
I've heard a lot of people like comparing like what we're dealing with now to the French Revolution. So like, well, everyone's gonna start using guillotines again.
It's
There
gonna
are-
get to a...
There are
get to
people
a
who
point.
are like genuinely like, we might see the fall of America.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll get to that point.
No, I doubt that.
But it
would
will-
go that
Yeah,
far,
that'll get to
but-
that point, but like people are arguing it's like, oh, it's going to be like the Great Depression again. And it was like, cool. Like, well, technically people are making more per capita during the Great Depression than we are right now.
So we can
Yeah.
only go up.
Can we?
It's fun because it sucks and everybody knows it sucks and everybody knows what needs to be done to make it not suck and everybody in charge is just like,
No.
nah.
Are you going to confess your sins?
Maybe. It's me. No button. I did. Oh shit! Wait,
Oh.
no. What did I do?
Hey, look at you
Yeah.
confessing those sins. Good
Oh wait,
Catholic boy.
I don't think I'm confessing. I think I'm.
Oh, I think you're
Listening to a confession?
Yeah.
Now beat her up. Try the other side.
Maybe, yeah. I really don't know what I did to sit down.
I feel like this has got to be like
Press
you have to have a
down?
certain thing equipped or something.
Oh, it's up.
Of course, up. The thing that used to sit.
To sit down?
Hey, there he is.
Oh, hey.
Wah, wah, wah. Ow! Fuck
Oh.
you! Get out of here and fight me! Get back here!
That's funny. That's fucked.
It's so great. I
Hey, look, it's got a new
genuinely,
thing. What does it do? Lots of damage.
I don't care if it's bad game design, quote unquote. I think you're allowed to get away with shit if it's funny. Like,
Yeah, sure.
That was just
No,
funny.
I agree.
It's
Half the reason why they get away with the things that they get away with in the least of the painful games is because like it's shitty that whenever they do stuff like that, but it is funny at least.
If you're gonna be shitty, you should at least be funny.
Yeah.
You fell. I'm not sure if you knew. So
yeah. You make me laugh, made me all like fall immediately again.
God, these guys suck.
I'm actually shit. I'm actually.
Is there any way to like dodge that or block it or?
I could definitely dodge it. I'm just thinking too hard.
Hey, Skellerang. See, I like seeing their names.
Cheese.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was like, do I need
Throw it on
to
the
use this
floor
for
first.
a rat? Thought I had health potion.
I think you used it.
Try going up? Because I think you're
Oh,
alright.
there,
Yeah,
there.
Oh,
potion.
Fucking stock ass sound effect.
Yeah.
But no, I guess also speaking of like how garbage the gaming industry is too, like a channel I discovered quite recently was a developer that calls his game studio Pirate Software.
Mhm.
But he does live streams all the time, and like people ask him a bunch of like developers questions while he's on there, and he has some pretty good answers for a lot of things. Like one of them was talking about like the way that video games are going with microtransactions, and he's like, so here's the thing. Like I guess he actually did help make StarCraft 2, and he says that he worked like 2 years of constant overtime to make that game, and it made about as much money as a $15 microtransaction that was in World of Warcraft. It's like, so he's saying that part of the problem is not so much that like game developing is going bad, it's that money is going towards things like microtransactions because people keep paying for it.
It's true. People buy microtransactions. That's where they're gonna say, "Hey, make the money be here."
Yeah.
See,
That seems like it won't go well.
yeah,
You need
I
some
always, like-
kind of way to fly to get past that.
yeah, that's fine. I get that. I always like take issue when it's just like, oh well, it happens because people buy it, but like, yeah, people also gamble. That doesn't mean you should take advantage of it.
But people do.
Yeah, well,
you
that's the thing is, like, you see a bunch
my
of
point is
managers
you
who are
shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You were right, but like the thing is like people who are sitting behind and crunching numbers all day long, and all they see is like what makes money and what doesn't make money. They're gonna put more effort towards things that are making money.
Hey, armor.
Because like some other video games, they're like the real life version of make number go up.
Yeah. Being an accountant is just like playing cookie clicker.
Yeah, kinda.
And I agree with you, E, on a moral level. You should not take advantage of people.
Yeah, morally, I do also agree with that. Like microtransactions are like the most evil thing that's happened in video games in a long time.
Sorry, just the way you like did that, it makes me think of like you're like, ah shit, someone's gonna like think I want to take advantage of people. I better clarify.
Better clarify that
never
we're
know.
not pro microtransaction. Well, E desperately tries to jump up to that platform.
Fucking, I'm not even
Oh, well,
playing. I hate these
crows.
goddamn crows.
And say, all while crows are going, get fucked!
Zircon. I've seen that name before.
It's because he has it equipped.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, boss battle.
Why is it that so hippogriff?
Yeah, hippogriff.
Typical. Also, E, I was looking up. The wolf does do stuff.
What's it do?
You can double tap the walking and it'll run. And then it does also have a bite.
Yeah, I assume the bark's the bite.
Maybe. It does 10 damage is all.
That's terrible.
Yeah, apparently, from what I read, is like later on down the game, you need him to get past a certain part.
Yeah, he's like a morph ball, basically. But he can run fast. Also, I don't know why this animal's name is Hippogriff. It seems like it's like doing the thing it's designed to do.
Damn it.
Hold up.
Impressive.
How'd you get up here?
Why are you thinking about it so hard?
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
See, like, that's like... It's clearly... Oh shit, Simon!
Appeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
Also, again, these portraits are not the same character as these sprites.
No, they're not.
Like, that
It's accurate
character...
enough.
That picture of Maria looks like 10 years older than her sprite looks. Alucard's actually looks fine.
Now.
Now.
Oh, right. Never. It wasn't Alucard in the beginning.
No, that was Richter.
Richter.
Which you complained about
barely
Richter's
know
at the
her.
beginning,
Or,
too.
no, sorry, what is it? Richter?
Yeah.
As she put it.
You have so many HP now.
Do. It means I can just tank damage. I no longer have to worry.
Up until you do have to worry again.
Oh,
Potion.
I got a potion. I'm good.
Scimitar. Oh, cutlass.
Cutlass.
I bet it's a two-hand. Oh, no. it's
No,
not.
but it's worse.
Oh, yeah, it is.
This is probably a save.
Hey, you're right.
You're right.
Let's go about
Damn,
20 more
it's-
minutes and then do a final save for the night.
Sure.
All right, sounds
Damn,
good.
it's like I'm a game designer and I can tell about where they would put these things.
Speaking of game designer, Alan Wake.
And the thousands of people who helped develop that game.
So good.
But yeah,
You know,
from what you said earlier, oh, it's a slingshot?
Look how fast you're going now.
I lost
We're
it.
going. But yeah, the thing with Alan Wake, like, from what I was told, if it wasn't for Epic Games, like, Alan Wake 2 just would not be a thing.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. They did a lot on the back end for funding it.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense that, like, they're trying to make their money's worth with it, but at the same time, it also kind of sucks that, like, they just made this as, like, an art project of, like, they're not going to make any money off of it, but they really wanted to make it.
Counterpoint, I think that's why you should make video games.
Yeah, and that's fair, too. But if you're doing it for a living, you still got to make rent.
See, I think, that's just a different issue entirely. I think,
Yeah.
I've talked about it many times. Art and capitalism just fundamentally don't mix, I would argue.
No, they do not.
No, they don't.
I think one of the best counterpoints I've ever seen is like somebody was like showing a really complicated Renaissance painting that someone did. And like, how come people can't do paintings like this anymore? It's like, I don't know. How come rich people don't give artists a place to live so that way they can just paint for months on end without having to worry about things like living expenses?
Oh, so that's
Also-
just transitions from one to one.
Also, I hate when people say that because it's like, they do. Go look for it. I think my favorite like variant of stupid person complaining about art like that is there was like these fucking white supremacists jerking themselves off because of a statue of like a woman, and they're like, only the male whatever could possibly do this, and then so
yeah, and it
this
was,
statue was created by a Chinese woman. You
Yeah,
dumbasses.
I remember seeing that too. That was pretty great.
Telling you, the internet was a mistake.
Kind of feels that way sometimes.
Also, a
Tire
thing
feed.
ruined by capitalism, I would argue.
Yeah,
The internet, absolutely, I would agree with that. Cursed Dark Sword.
It makes me go from 15 to 0.
In
On
your
one of the
B
attacks.
attack.
Yeah, and that's my hand. That's my punch.
Oh, what's your square attack?
The sword.
Huh.
I like it's B and square now, apparently.
Oh yeah, circle. My bad. Sorry.
I mean, I'm actually playing with the official Xbox controller for PlayStation.
For your PS1.
Yeah. A console that is definitely easy to get.
I mean, I have
well,
one.
actually, PS1s are not that hard to get. Actually,
I bet this game is.
this game.
This game
might
is
be.
expensive.
Good thing I own it, of course.
Yeah,
Obviously, how
Well,
could
I-
you play it if you didn't?
the PSN version of this game isn't bad. It's $10, but like an actual physical copy of Symphony of the Night is expensive as fuck.
Can you still
You know
buy
what's It's so
PSN
crazy
games?
to me.
You can, but it's weird and tricky. Like if you want to play PSN games on a PS3, you have to either go onto PlayStation's our website to buy a gift card, or you have to buy a gift card and then put it onto your PS4, and then that transfers the funds to like the PS3 because they're both like shared PSN accounts. And you have to have like the same PSN account on your PS4s or PS5 as you do on your PS3.
But they also just recently shut off the PS3 PSN, I think.
They might have, yeah. I know they've been talking about that.
I get why it's sad that they do. So
Yeah.
that's why I mean it's just so much more convenient being like a PC player because it's like you don't have to worry that nearly as much.
Yeah, but there was just an era where things didn't come to PC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was that. There's also an era wherever things came to PC, but all of them were garbage ports.
We're in that era.
Arguably still there sometimes. Yeah.
We're arguably back in that area is what it is. Because like for a while there, PC ports were way superior to console ports. But then like it seems like it's getting to that point now again where like there's a lot of garbage PC ports for newer games.
It's because they're not giving them enough money and time.
Some of
As
it's
per
that too.
usual.
Some of it is because they're it's not so much a money and time thing as much as it's a time thing because they're outsourcing it. So like they're realizing it makes more sense time wise for us to like, the main studio to work on the PS5 port or the Xbox One port, or not Xbox Series X port for it than it is to work on the PC port. So they'll ask some other company to work on the PC port, and the time they do a bad job.
I mean, from my understanding, studios basically use the console ports as the baseline of what they're aiming for, and then it does get complicated with PC builds of like
It
we
does.
we have to be able to do lower than that and higher than that though for PC. So like
Yeah. Well,
that's
there's
when it
that, and
gets
then
hard.
optimizing it for different setups too. Like, arguably, I have one of the weirder setups for a PC, and trying to like make it optimized for a port that's like my PC is difficult to say the
your
least.
PC's just a car engine, right?
More or less. By the way, gotta put more gas in my PC real quick. Hold on.
Also, I have Jiraiya's favorite thing about video games. I have a double jump now.
Yeah, you do. Look at that double jump.
Like it's
Alright.
called like a leap stone. And it's like, yeah, okay, it's double jump. Alright, Castlevania, slow your roll there. You could just say it's a double jump.
Man. Looking at this step-by-step guide, I see how much game you have left.
A lot.
Probably about 6 hours. At least.
I would say about that, yeah.
Also,
Depending on your skill.
I want to just own this picture. Just
That
hang it
is-
in my house.
I think if you just press, what is it, like F12 or something?
Oh, for a screenshot.
Yeah.
No, it's a screenshot.
Oh, there's a button. There's a
There's
button
just
for
a
that, yeah.
dedicated button to screenshot.
Yeah, there it is. I'm young and hip.
I like that was a young and hip thing. I think every computer that's ever Windows has had that.
How much
And it had a print screen, but that's usually for people who own a printer.
I mean, it just copies nowadays.
Yeah, print screen just goes to the notepad now, right?
No, it just
I think if you do
Copies.
like the Windows key and print screen, then it'll do a screenshot. I think.
no, it just does. It just copies this to your copy, and then you can paste it.
Listen, we're not young anymore, okay? We can't stay hip with all of your lingo.
Copying, pasting. What are these words?
Back
Well,
in
that's what
my
I'm saying
day,
though,
it was
is
just
like
called
in the
paper and
earlier
glue.
in the earlier days of Windows PCs, I think that's what it was. Is like if you had a printer and you hit print screen, it would take you to like the thing like, oh, you want to print the screenshot out? So like it wasn't like it saved it to a file. It just like actually would print it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, well, some computers had a dedicated pizza button.
Where?
No, not these. I forget which one. It like just went to the Domino's website basically, though, which is stupid but funny.
I mean, that's basically what my smartphone is, so... It's really just a pizza
It is
button.
so funny to me, like, think about you using your phone for all that stuff, and I, like, don't ever order anything, like, any food.
Let me see, let me look to
Yeah,
my
I'm very
food
much a
apps
carry-out
right
guy
now.
myself.
I don't even like giving them my email, because I know they're just gonna fucking spam it.
I have 14 food apps downloaded on my phone right now.
Jesus.
I'm a fat kid, man. What can I say?
I think I have one.
You could say you're sorry.
Rookie numbers, Robbie.
I don't have any, because I hate giving companies my information more than I have
You
to.
really do. You wouldn't even use the Chromecast when it just wanted to know your address.
Yeah. Why does it need to know that?
To know if you're in a certain area, if it can play content or not.
I don't care. It doesn't need to know that.
How would it know if you're allowed to play the content then?
That's just a myth made up by capitalism. I should be allowed to play whatever goddamn content I want, honestly.
He kind of makes
How
point there,
rights
Drive.
work.
I feel like it only
Also,
needs
I
to
have-
know if I'm in America. It doesn't need my
No.
actual house address.
It also does need you to have your house address so that it knows there's reasons
IP
it
address.
wants it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to give it to it after that.
You just don't get convenient watching then. That's on you.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's what I did.
That is what you did.
Also, I have 2 food apps on my phone. One of them I haven't used in months. But the
Gotta
only
have
reason
the
I even
apps,
have those
man.
food apps is because there's a Subway real close to where I work. And so sometimes I'll just like order a Subway sub off of the app so that way whenever I go to pick it up, it's just there and ready.
Like Little Caesars.
I haven't had Subway in a hot minute.
It's
Does
okay.
their
I
bread
don't.
taste like bread now?
I heard they did change the recipe finally.
Yeah, they made it bread.
Legally.
Legally bread.
Instead of cake.
Boring.
The best type of bread. Legally.
It tastes the same to me, honestly.
Oh. Oh shit.
Alright,
That's
glad
what
I had that
sucks.
boomerang. The only food app I had was Subway, then uninstalled it because the local sub does do the app discount. That's the other thing. Like, my
Okay.
grocery store has like discounts and then bonus phone discounts, and I also refuse to
Oh,
give
yeah.
it those because I
'Cause,
know
yeah,
it's just gonna spam me with advertisements I don't want.
Yeah, I've had that happen with the place where I go to buy food too.
You can say, hey, don't give me advertisements.
It still collects the data, and I don't want that. It collects enough data for me. I don't
Man,
I don't want to
you-
give it more.
You cannot ever have money because you are just gonna have a bunker instantly.
I mean, maybe.
It's the thing, like, I
The
know
sad
they
thing
collect
is, like-
all the data already, but, like, I don't want to willingly give them more.
The funny thing is I would like to have a bunker, but not for like actual bunker reasons or like survival reasons. I just think it'd be cool to have like an underground man cave.
That would be nice. I would just like to have a basement to have all my dumb stuff in.
Yeah, exactly. Like just like a underground bunker that like one of the walls is completely blank, so that way you can just like put a projector screen on it, and then you can just like play video games on the projector screen.
Yeah. that'd be
And like
nice. Well, the problem with
friends
that though,
over
is
to
you
watch
need a
movies
good
or play games.
projector.
I mean, they make pretty good projectors these days. Like get a
They
nice
do.
short throw.
I would
Like, I
probably
feel like
get-
if I have
I would probably
bunker
get, like,
money,
a
I
short
have-
throw laser projector if I were to get a projector at this point.
Yeah, because I feel like if I have bunker money, I have money for a short throw laser projector.
Yeah, no, that's a good point actually. Yeah, if you have bunker money, laser projectors, the least of your worries.
But yeah, it also does suck with food apps too, of like whether they actually do the whether they do the things like, oh, like this doesn't work in your area thing. Like recently I actually had to go talk to my phone provider because I switched over from my old phone provider to my sister's phone provider so we can both like pay less for our phone bills. And while doing that, apparently if like I call somebody who doesn't have my number like in their phone or saved in their phone, it comes up as potential spam. So I went and I talked to them about it. And about 2/3 of that conversation was him trying to upsell me on stuff, which I get it. They have to do that for a phone provider thing. But like, he just tried giving me a modem. He's like, oh, it's a plug and play. You can just use it for 30 days. It's fine. I was like, no, I don't want a modem. I want you to fix my phone number, dude. Like,
I don't need this.
like I told him, like, if anyone could use this, it's probably my sister because like where she lives, they have really crappy internet. It's like, oh, it doesn't work where she lives. It's like, yeah, of course it doesn't fucking work where she lives.
Hey, you found combos.
Left, right, up, down. Okay, and then it was...
Hey.
And then reality farts.
Huh. Okay, I found this fighting game stuff.
Yeah, you did.
Now, can you jump that? And do you even want to try?
Ooh, can I make this jump?
Yes.
I see a save point down there.
Yeah, is
Ian,
it
what do
about
you say
time
we
you think?
call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got
Yeah.
some good progress, actually. I got a
think
double
we did
jump,
too,
I got a
actually.
dog.
I got a dog.
Not bad for 3 hours.
I'm definitely enjoying this a lot. So,
good.
There's a reason why it's the most beloved Castlevania game.
I don't know, I might like one more. No.
I know, apparently I need to play through the second Lord of Shadows game to see how it, if it's even nearly as good as the first one was.
I've heard there's bad stealth levels.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
He said
Oh, he found the dance button.
Alrighty, E.
Hang on, I have to save.
Got to save over the save.
Thursday, there will be something coming out.
Go for it.
Probably. I have something that I have an idea for. So I think I might start.
Which may
that.
or may not work.
It'll work. I just gotta have the time. So we'll
No,
see.
that's fair. I think that's like the biggest thing that's stopping us from like making more online content is like having all three of us having time to do stuff.
Yeah, there is really a very small window where we're all free.
Yeah, that's very true.
So yeah, there will be stuff out for the pod on Thursday. Wednesday, he's gonna be doing this again, I think, right?
If you don't want your turn.
I can if you want. I just don't know. Mine I think will be like 2 streams, maybe 3. So that might put us in a good place for our holiday break, but we'll see.
Got to save again.
Yeah. Well, I changed the window color, so.
Oh yeah, well, got it now.
Yeah. Saturday
What else?
then.
Yeah, it is Saturday. So Saturday you'll be back on this then?
No.
Is that what we said? No?
No.
Oh, okay. Wednesday, I guess. I don't know. I will talk about it.
So this is the one Saturday that he's going to play this game, and then after that's just going to be Wednesdays.
Well, yeah, I'll put it back on Wednesday after Jiraiya. I just didn't want to because this is gonna take a while. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because I've been basically taking all of my makeup days of the Wednesday streams, so we're about
I've been
even
Rogue Legacy
again.
2 for a long time.
Yeah.
Fair.
Still the longest series.
Yeah, it was. I played that game a lot. A lot of that
Yeah.
game.
Ryan really does like Rogue Legacy.
It was good, man.
I guess Saturday just depends on us if we figure it out. Like, if
Yeah,
we
we'll
have-
we'll figure something out.
if we're back into normal, if we want to do a bonus thing, or if we want Jiraiya to play his
Yeah.
game.
Or
Yeah.
somehow Dry and Liz find an infinite sickness glitch.
I think it's just called being around another sick person.
Yeah,
and
you
your
guys are
immune
just gonna
sucks.
eternally get each other sick constantly.
I've
Like,
been
you're
what it
just
seems
very,
like.
I've been very careful of that not happening. I sprayed myself with Lysol, and it was kind of itchy. It wasn't a great idea. So
But
mistake.
yeah, that's all our stuff. And Jiraiya didn't even put the link tree.
Oh, I actually,
SMH.
yeah, I was gonna say I pre-typed it just for whenever you brought it up, but
We have a command for it.
that command wasn't working for a little while.
here's the thing, E. I'm not
Yeah.
a mod somehow still, so
Yeah. I don't trust you with
How
mod
are you not a
powers.
mod on your own channel?
I don't know if I
trust you
trust
either,
him with
actually.
mod powers. He'd like ban Sam. Probably.
I think he banned me and you before he banned Sam. Let's be honest.
let me see. Let me see if I can try something real quick.
Oh
Let me
my
see if it
gosh.
works.
Don't ban anyone. They'll get unfollowed if you ban us.
Yep, still doesn't work. So probably not. I probably shouldn't have
Unfortunate.
mod abilities. So
Anyway, so yeah, Linktree
Isn't
has
nuke stream just like it ends everything?
yeah.
But yeah, we all that stuff will be when it happens and all that. Just
very true.
keep watching our Twitch stuff. We'll figure
Yeah.
stuff out. There's gonna be some weirdness probably for a bit.
There's gonna be some weirdness on our Twitch for a little bit because we are
Yeah.
skeptical about starting another long Saturday series.
You
don't have the channel points for that. Fair?
Yeah, because
Good point.
there's probably going to be a break at the end of the year.
Yeah,
there
Regardless.
will.
And
Well,
we,
like-
we don't want to like start halfway and then Dry's going to forget everything and be like, yeah, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah,
We're
because
gonna have to start all over again.
It'll happen. So yeah, I think we have a couple of ideas of some things that we want to do.
Yeah,
Some
there's-
sillier stuff.
There's one I swung by Jiraiya and he immediately laughed when he heard it, so I think that one's a winner.
It's very dumb. So yeah,
Which means it's a definite maybe.
yeah, it's real stupid. So I'm kind of in. Another one that we've been talking about since before we even started streams,
Yeah.
which would be not video game related.
No.
I want to do that one though. I think
that's a good end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to like branch out. Anyways, you had the opening random movie stream too.
Yeah,
Stuff like that. We're trying to
that
mix it
that
up.
one was pretty fun.
Not
Yeah,
only
yeah,
video
yeah.
games.
Not only video games. So yeah, I think that's it. Everybody have a great night. Have a great week. We will talk to you again on Wednesday, unless I do happen to find that infinite sickness glitch that he was talking about. Or Robbie.
I wasn't. Yeah.
One of
Rather-
us.
I think you're hitting it already, Trey.
One of you. I don't know. You both look like ghosts, so it's hard
me-
to tell the
yes.
difference.
Me and D also should just be back for Rando Fidos on Monday or Tuesday or whenever. So look forward to that. We've played some random games that are unknown, and that was fun.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, everybody out there, have a good one. Thanks for being around. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.